We start where we left off. On the spine, the kingdom of Evervale rules. The God King's grasp reaches across the spine, strangling its hold across many of the denizens who live there. The spell can hide, and many try to fight back. Our episode starts in the Dankert Mines. A family of dwarves, paid by the kingdom, to produce magical wares for them, has suddenly revealed their secrets to the wrong people. Down deep in the caverns, Jet and Varsha are preparing for some explosive plans.
Where is he going?
I don't know, he has to go further down in there to do it properly or something. But he's gonna come back.
Okay.
We just have to wait here.
You better.
I have an idea of how to get out of here if things get too hairy, but I don't know if it'll work.
Well, he better not go far, because this place is going to calm down.
Yeah. Hopefully. Can you, do you have anything that can't get wet?
That can't get wet.
That's right.
No, I don't have any paper.
Okay, I do. So I need to pack up anything that can't get wet, and you should do the same. Just
Okay.
double check.
You can put anything inside this pouch. Inside is different from the outside. It's safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Then
I'll do
I
that.
take out my bag of holding and I open it up, and present it to Varsha.
You'll see I put some things in there, but I don't put that book that I just took from Smith. That instead I put in like a map container, and then I seal that lid so that it doesn't get wet.
Okay.
Okay.
When you need this stuff back, just tell me. And I seal
Yeah,
it.
I will. Yeah.
And I sling it back on. Are you sure he's going to be okay?
He has to be. I just want this to make a difference.
It will. If we make it out or not, it will.
Yeah.
But I hope we do. Make it out, that is. And I just start pacing around the room.
Do you want to... You can go now. You don't have to wait, I just realized.
With all due respect, I think if I go by myself, you might get lost. I can see in the darkness, and you cannot.
Fair enough. Okay. We'll wait
But
together.
thank you.
Thank you. Come on, Smith.
Down a dark passage. Echoing and reverberating are the breaths of Smith as anxiety starts to wash over. As he breathes in sulfur, various gases that he discovered moments ago. What What are you doing, Smith?
All right. Let's see.
A new
What do we
fastened
need?
helmet has constructed itself over Smith's face.
Sulfur. Sulfur and whatever remnants of saltpeter we've got left from the bomb. Okay. We can't breathe this stuff for too long. I'm going to start looking for any patches of sulfur that I can
Okay.
find.
Sure, go ahead and make me a survival.
Yeah. Not an investigation.
I'll take investigation. Yeah. Okay. This. Hold on.
I'm trying to be quick. And in the process, I'm going to activate my powered steps. And there are bits of my armor that have a slight glow to them. My boots, parts of my legs. As I'm trying to breathe as little as possible.
Sure. You're able to find patches of sulfur that are nestled with other minerals and such. You find a large chunk nearby as well. What is it that you plan on doing?
Well, I'm going to try and break it free with probably a piton.
Okay.
And take out a piton from my pack.
Mm-hmm.
And start to chip away and free as much of the sulfur as I can get and carry.
Yeah, the hardened tool steel that is the piton are able to cut through and pierce through stone, and with that, go ahead and give me a. This one is going to be a survival, but give me advantage because of the piton. With a 12, you're able to harvest a good amount of it. Not necessarily. There is more in there that you could potentially harvest, but I think with the clumsy dexterity of the gloves and also the piton is a bit foreign to you. So I think a lot of it starts to crumble around and fall at your feet, but you are able to harvest a good chunk of it. But may not necessarily be the chunk you were hoping for.
Right. I look down. I don't know if this is enough, but I can't stay too long. If I don't get enough of this stuff, though, the fuse might cut out abruptly. I'm going to try and figure out if I have enough sulfur.
Okay.
To make sort of an impromptu black powder.
Are you trying to make an impromptu black powder bomb with this sulfur, or are you going to use it as the fuse? Okay. I think with your background, and I don't need a roll from you, I think you are able to figure out that with this with the pile and the dusting of line of coal that you've created, essentially hoping for the wick to work, wouldn't have been enough. It would have burned too slowly. But I think with a light dusting potentially of what you have harvested with sulfur, you are able to potentially accelerate the travel of the ignition on this trail to, I think, formulate a wick.
Then I think that I'm going to activate another circuit in my armor. And my steps are a bit more lively.
Okay.
And I can move an additional 10 feet with each action. Let's get out of here. And I start trying to make my way back.
Okay. You start to, I think, as you activate a circuit on your armor, it starts to whoosh, whoosh. There seems to be a little bit more of a kick to it. An assisted step starts to kick into gear as you start to stride a bit farther and longer across the corridor as you start to make your way towards everyone else. The light starts to adjust for a moment. It could be the torches that are lit, or you have your helmet on, which also has the night goggles.
The goggles, yes.
Yeah. So I think without torch or light aside, which I think we've decided is probably not smart in this corridor, you make your way and start to see and come to focus both Varsha and Jet.
He's back.
How did it go?
This should be enough.
Okay. We have to get out of here now, right?
Not yet. The sulfur has to be broken apart. It has to be sprinkled on the fuse.
Okay.
It'll stop it'll stop the fuse from going out. We should have, hopefully, enough time to get out of here.
I have an idea for that. Hopefully.
If you don't mind me
I will
asking,
as well.
what are your plans? Because I don't have any.
We light the fuse and we haul ass.
Okay. And Miss Varsha?
That's my plan as well.
Oh. Yeah. Mine too. Shall we get started?
Yeah.
Break this up.
Yeah.
I hand over
Does it need to be like this or more?
fine powder.
Okay.
Okay, I bring out my tools and I start to grind away at the sulfur with my pestle and mortar.
Okay. After some time goes by, you're able to crush and pulverize the sulfur, or the resource of sulfur that you have, into a fine powder. I assume you then sprinkle it across the coal, and the coal powder and that line that you've created. You think that this would be enough to at least have some traveling fire across it.
Okay.
All right. Can you prepare just in case we're not run fast enough. You have anything that can help, Varsha?
Yeah. Maybe. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
look. This might hurt a little bit. I'm going to, take out these, they're a bit like, well, sort of like a large metal, almost looks like a bracelet, but large enough for a leg.
Okay.
And I'm going to hand one to each of them.
What is this?
This should make you run faster for a little while.
But what about you?
Mine's already activated.
Okay.
It lasts about an hour.
Okay.
Might hurt when you clamp it on.
Okay.
You first?
Can it get wet?
Why would it get wet?
I'm just asking, can it?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. I've never tried.
Whew. Okay. It seems safe enough. And I try and attach it to my leg.
Yeah, right above the kneecap, you try to find a place. I think it's a little bit easier for you, Jet, to find a soft place for you to clasp it around. It is a bit hard when you flex or lift up your leg at all. There is a bit of tightness and circulation that can be compromised, but you are able to move your leg. It's a little uncomfortable, but you already start to feel a tingling lightness in your step that then starts, after a moment, starts to spread throughout your entire body. And the same goes with you, Varsha, but I think it takes you a little bit of time to find room around your
I imagine I have to like take the greave plate
you have
off
to move
or
the
something.
greave plate or move the kneecap or something, or lift it up, and it just takes you a little bit to finesse that spot,
Okay.
but you are able to as well. The same sort of effect applies to where you start to feel a bit lighter, and it seems like your legs, at least from the waist down, just seems a bit lighter, and the armor that you're wearing and what you are carrying doesn't seem to bother you for the moment.
Okay. Shall we?
Let's go to the beginning of the wick or the fuse, and then we're just gonna light it.
Okay.
This
Okay.
could be a very big explosion.
Well, hopefully.
There was a lot of sulfur. And a lot of coal.
Shall I have the honors?
Yeah, if you want.
Get to a
Okay.
safe place. Get ready to run.
Okay.
How close are we to the water, Smith?
From where you are right now, it is just like there are like a set of makeshift stairs. Like before, there was that ramp that went down into the water. That's like right behind you in that like next corridor, where Tundril clambered up last time to leave you all. That is right behind you, facing downward towards the waterway. That water.
Do we remember which way Mr. Buttocks and Mr. Ty went?
They went right down the waterway.
Yep,
Okay.
right down the waterway.
They just sloshed down.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Do it.
Okay. So I bring out my two flasks and I remove it and point them in the direction of the fuse. And as it does, in the same manner as before, those two beams go towards the line and just before the beams of, like, I call them beams, but
Yeah, the
in your mind, you know what?
clouds. Yeah.
Yes. They hit, coalesce, and set alight.
All right. So,
Run.
a couple things happen here. What does happen is as you go ahead and you light this and you send it, two of these conflicting clouds of smoke chase each other down the darkness of this passageway. They then collide, sparks flare as they then bounce and dance across the coals. For a moment, smoke starts, a little tail of it, and then sparks and start the flaring of what you would notice to be the sulfur. It then starts slowly, but over time, consistently, as the flare and the flame starts to travel slowly across this wick. Slower than you thought, but still it is traveling in a consistent rate. And then, as soon as it started, it goes around the corner out of your view,
I run.
and it is hard to judge where or what's happening now. Okay, you all turn
Okay.
and run. I'm going to need
Yes.
athletic checks from all of you.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, with a 15, a 10
10.
from Varsha. And a 13 from Smith. Everybody is able to make it out of there nice and cleanly, except Varsha. I think when you take the turn to go down the stairs, it could just be the clamp on your leg is
I
too
look
tight.
back.
And you slip for a
I
moment,
wanna
you catch
double check.
yourself,
Yeah.
and then in that moment, you find the time to look back and double check. You do see there is a large amount of smoke coming from that corridor. There is a large stench of that burning sulfur as well that is beginning to. I think actually at this moment it's very clear that the that sulfur is lighting and that smoke is in the air. But as you look around the corner, you start to see light start to glow from that corridor as if something is catching, and you only have moments.
And we're like,
You
how
are
far away from the exit?
you are like
Too far.
like not too far, but you are close to the water, and like it's up to you all if you want to dive in, swim, walk, run, but it's about like a 4-foot depth of water as this thing is, but it looks like it is fairly rapid
Okay.
as the water
As we run,
rushes.
I keep shouting with every other breath, Mr. Tai! Mr. Tai! To see if he can hear us.
Okay. Ty, could I get a perception disadvantage? Okay.
17.
With a 17, you are able to hear way off in the distance. I think from where you are is from a mouth of a small cave up ahead. You hear, Mr. Ty! Mr. Ty!
It sounds like them, folks. It sounds like them.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna have to be careful. We wait here. We're gonna catch them or what?
Well, if they're gonna blow up the whole fucking mountain, we can wait here, I think.
Okay, so for those of you who are running into the water now, the water starts to. We need athletic checks from all of you once more, or acrobatics. It's up to you. It's in regards to water.
Is this swimming?
This is holding your ground versus like fast rushing river. So you could
right.
swim if you like, or you can try to ford the river. Okay.
16.
11.
14.
Okay. With the 11, I think the 14, and the 16, Smith and Varsha, you're able to hop into or splash into the water. The armor that you are wearing is probably helping you keep steady ground as this water sloshes and splashes around you. Some of it climbs up your back as it splashes against the lower back as you start to trudge through this water. Meyer, Jet, you dive in, hoping to do the same thing, but I think you take one step up and you do not have the same surface or the weight of armor that is helping you, and you've got a lot of clothes and things that would be like a lot of surface area when you move that would probably be caught with the rapids, as a large amount of water then picks you up, your foot up off, and you start to fall backward and then start to drift on your back downward, feet first, down.
Can I try
this
to catch
rushing-
him?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and give me a dexterity save as you try to, or acrobatics. Yeah, you go to grab, and I think you go to reach, and same sort of thing happens to you, except this time
Yep.
now you're like up out, off the ground or off of the water, and as soon as you take your feet off of the surface or the ground or the floor of this river or this rushing water, it picks you up as well. So now you are just right behind Jet, as you are both being rushed down faster than, I think you were probably moving at around 10 feet per, like trying to make your way 10 feet per round. Now you're rushing at a 30.
Ah!
I will grab onto Jet and then I will call out in water elemental.
Okay. In that primordial
Yep.
speak. Okay.
Please help me.
Okay. Could you give me an Arcana?
— 16.
Okay. Yeah, I think for a moment with a 16, I don't think the water is rushing by. You're in the dark of this. It's kind of like going down a water slide without any lights at night, where it's just you feel the rush of the water and the cold splashes against you, but you don't really know where you're going. It's that thrill, but also that excitement and that terrifying dread of not knowing where this
Yeah.
ends up.
So I will just hold on to Jet then, because I
Okay.
don't know that I failed. So
Sure, yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
wait.
Yeah, you hold on,
How
and
quickly are they moving?
they are moving 3 times as fast as you are on foot. So if you're moving at about 10, they're at about 30 feet per 6.
All right. Well, my speed right now is 45.
Okay. And
Now,
that's,
in the water, I don't know how quickly I'm moving.
that's going to be halved, so you're going to be at 20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, I'm gonna snap my hand back and let my spear burst forth from the wrist, shooting up and extending. I'm
Up.
going to grab it,
Okay.
and I'm going to try and throw my spear at one of the walls so that they have something to grab onto
Oh, up ahead. Okay, cool.
up ahead.
Yeah. All right, make me a-
Varsha!
Make me an
Incoming!
attack. Echoing
I'm
over the
gonna throw it.
reverberation of the rapids, you hear Smith call out to you. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Ooh.
A 10.
A 10's just enough because it's a wall. You are able to, I think both Varsha, you and Jet hear a large crash as a spear lands next to you, or further up ahead of you, down this passage.
I will, while holding on to Jet, I will try to grab onto it.
Okay. Make me that athletics or acrobatics, really. It's up to you. Okay. That is a natural 1. So I think as you go to grab it, it's the darkness of this area. You don't have anything to see, right? You're just naked.
Because I am
eyes.
there, do I count as a disadvantage or do I count as being able to assist her in this
You can
endeavor?
try yourself.
So she can't re-roll.
She won't be able to
Okay.
read. But you can
Okay.
try yourself if you like.
All right.
Because you could see it. She can't really. So I think what she does, she goes to reach
Yeah.
for it and just misses, and we don't know
Okay.
how far or how close she was.
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics, it's up to you. Okay.
12.
With a 12, you are able to grab onto it. I'm going to need I think you can grab onto it. I'm going to need another athletics or I'm gonna need another acrobatics from you, Varsha, to see if you can grab onto Jet.
Okay. Athletics
say-
or acrobatics, or does it matter?
Doesn't really matter. It's up to you.
Can we say that my robe caught the javelin?
Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
So I see it, I reach out, my robe catches it, I miss with my hand, and then she
you're
grabs me
sort
and
of
grabs the
tangled.
thing.
And then
Yeah. Okay. And then you get tangled up, and then you realize that you've been slowed by this, or at least stopped for the moment. And in that reaction, you turn and you both grab each other's hands and hold each other for the moment. While I think maybe at this point your cloak is you start to feel a tearing as stitches start to pop from the spear that is holding you and this rushing water. You do see up ahead or behind you a large glow happening from the corridor which you have come from. There is just over the water rapids. You hear as if something is catching a light and is starting to flare.
with one hand on the spear, the other hand on Jet, I'm actually just going to lift him up onto the landing if I can,
Okay.
so that he can start running before me. Hopefully.
Okay. You are
that
going
strength, I
to
assume?
that'll be a strength. You're going to then throw.
I'm just
Jet
going to
where? I'm
lift
sorry.
Jet up
Okay.
so that he can run. He can start running, and then
Okay.
I'll get myself up after.
Give them their feet. Get their feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be a
Hoist.
strength.
17.
Yeah. I think you're able to, as you hold on to Jet and Jet's holding on to your arms, you're able to find footing for you to then unlatch Jet and also unwrap Jet's cloak around from that spear.
Can I just tear it, actually?
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
want
think
to.
I have enough time to. Yeah, I
That's
think I'm
true,
like
yeah.
with one hand on the thing, I just pick him up and I put him up on the thing. And,
And you
if it
just-
tears, it tears. Yeah.
Tears, it tears. Great. Both of you, I think, holding on to each other and having that strong base, you're able to keep each other from flowing down this river again just until Smith is to catch up. Smith, at this moment, your long strider and your large suit are able to clunk down this rapid and able to meet up with them. Spear still in the water.
You saved my life. I still have some
Just
rope.
run. Just run.
Can I get
Hold this. I'm going.
Can I get Constitution saves from all of you?
11.
24.
Okay.
16.
Okay. The smoke of the sulfur from above is now spilling into the rushing water that is, and the rushing water is taking with it a breeze from above as it's starting to suck the sulfurous smoke down into this passageway. I'm going to give you, Varsha, a point of exhaustion as you take a large breath of this smoke and start coughing as you filled your lungs up with this sulfurous smoke. I think, Jet, maybe at this time you have covered your mouth or something with maybe just the just with this whole with all of what's going on. I think cloth has somehow made its way across your mouth, and you were able to then fight off or stave off this effect. But I'm going to give you a point of exhaustion, Varsha, as this happens. But you now start to remember as you start to cough and hack up all of this, and take a moment to then realize the danger that you're in. You stay, have your footing and suffocate, blow up, or go down
Stay.
with the water.
Oh,
I
those are
am-
my options to
Yeah.
go with the water or
It's-
to.
it's go with the water,
Yeah.
stay, suffocate, or yeah, it's all like right now it's starting to hit you that like we can't stay here.
Stay
Oh.
low. Stay low. The gas is in the sky. I mean, towards the ceiling. Yes. So stay low
Just keep moving.
and keep moving.
Okay. All right.
I still,
you're-
I
on
gave
your-
Am
her
I
the
able
rope
to run
just in
as
case.
quickly?
You could run quickly. Yeah, it's going to be a disadvantage at athletics because now you're using less of that.
You said that we're in front of a waterfall.
You're muted, maybe. No. Uh-oh.
Hello.
We can't hear you.
Refresh the main feed, maybe.
Clean feed.
The sulfur made her deaf.
That's weird
There you
because I
go.
can hear you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got you now. That was weird. All right.
Yeah,
What were
that
you
was
saying?
super weird because I could hear you guys. It's the way you worded it, Cord. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get in the water. I'm just gonna pitch into the water and hope for the best, and
Yeah. Okay.
that's my only way out of here.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. Well, it makes sense too. You're in that moment of panic and you're
Yeah.
coughing, so I feel like you're probably like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Just
you all
going
see
to
this.
wrench my spear out of the wall.
Yeah, you wrench the spear out of the wall. You see Varsha's hacking up and coughing as well. And I think as she does, she bends over and like she reels over from coughing and then just lifts her
Yeah.
legs up and lets the surface area of her torso being bent over catch the rapids.
Yeah.
And then just,
Are we in front of a waterfall right now?
you think so? There. I mean, the dwarf did mention there's a waterfall at the end of this waterway. So, but it's
I
dark
look at
around
Jet.
you, and you are
I
on
look
a
at
slope.
Jet and I say, no choice. Go.
No choice.
Right. All right.
And
So,
I jump in after.
with all of you closing your eyes and jumping into the water and letting the rapids take you, you make your way down the water. You roll a couple of times uncontrollably at various points. The flare from behind you starts to kick up. Smoke starts to then fill the passageway. And for Ty, you and Buttocks outside of this waterway are down. There's a small pool at the bottom out in the outside of this cave, sky above and forest around you. There's a small pool where this spring has been spilling from. I think maybe you and Buttocks maybe just both climbed down it as you then start to see smoke spill and bellow out of this small opening of a waterfall that you just passed through and climbed down. It is no sooner than you see this cough or this belch of smoke come through. It's got this green-gray sort of hue to it, and then out of it come, trailed by smoke, are three figures, and one's Varsha, Jet, and Smith, as they are now flying about 50 feet into the air as they sail across, and looks like they're going to miss the pool completely. But before that happens, there is a moment where, Ty, you notice this, and I'm not sure who else can, maybe Buttocks, but those who are falling wouldn't notice it until it happens. But a pooling or a maelstrom starts to happen in the pool below, and then out of it is this long, like this oblong, undulating, looks like to be some sort of wrist or appendage. And what happens is these three characters, both Varsha, Smith, and Jet, land, splash into this sculpt of water, sort of like a gelatinous cube or an ooze, right? And then the sculpt just sort of sinks back into the water, gently placing all of you into this like very shallow pool of only a couple feet.
Did you see that, Bugs?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Thank
I
you.
think I need to lay off the smokes.
Yeah, well. So is it gonna blow up? What's happening?
Yeah, isn't it supposed to blow up? They just set it on fire. No use setting a fucking mountain on fire, is there?
Yeah,
That work?
I know.
Can't burn a mountain down, can you? Not a log cabin.
Belches of smoke just start to cough through the opening of the mountain above.
That fucking stinks.
And there is a point where the water slows.
I think I grabbed Jet's hand if he's nearby, and
Okay.
Smith too. Because I think we're standing there just staring to see if what we did works.
Waiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as you're
Oi,
staring,
oi!
as you're
Waving at
staring,
them
looking
from
up,
the other bank,
yeah,
probably, I'm guessing.
yeah, it ties off over to the other side. Breaking this moment that you all have as you're waiting and looking and you're watching smoke still pouring out of it, and then at some point, the water slowly stops, or at least goes from a raging river down to a trickle. And that's the most noticing thing you've seen.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, well, I mean, maybe that means that it caved in a little bit but didn't blow up the whole mountain. Right? That's what that has to mean?
We don't know.
Potentially.
It might be really unstable now. Before this, they were having issues, so now, if things are... It might happen at any time. We have to go. We cannot wait here.
Okay.
It's the best that we could have hoped for, probably. No real way to level the whole mountain.
Yeah.
At least we tried. I look around. I heard Mr. Tai. Do I see
think
him?
I think he's on the bank.
I guess we're making our way around.
My helmet retracts.
It's a small thing, right?
Yes. Who here which of you would know of the old gods? Any of you? Okay.
I may have heard something from Tenno,
Okay. Make me a religion.
but I don't know.
Okay.
I want to say yes as well.
Okay, do it. I'll allow it. Make me a religion.
5.
Well, nothing you can remember.
Nothing.
Nope. Meyer,
18?
Jet with an 18 when the words of a lot more has to be done to level a mountain. You do remember texts, or at least the newest of the gods, who is Khorde, Khorde, is as soon as I said it, I was like, I fucked myself. Anyway, so yep. So Khorde, the god of fire, or the old god of fire, might, and justice. No, light, might, and fire, has actually lifted an old mountain and has thrown it towards the sun. There's only one time in scripture you have heard this before, and it was with the god Khorde. Now it's
Okay.
just a reminder of it's going to take a lot more to level a mountain, and you remember that.
Right. Well, we couldn't possibly have hoped to level this mountain, but at the very least, maybe we
enough.
might have caused, yes, a cave in. They might have troubles now. They might have to start again.
It was something.
Hey, who's that? Look at you lot.
I think I just immediately, as soon as I hit the bank, just go down onto my knees because I'm exhausted and
Yeah.
overwhelmed a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just catching my breath.
Yeah, I think the water goes up to your elbows and maybe up to the back of your thigh as you are just sort of on all fours and just trying to catch your breath and maybe dipping your face into the cold water to just sort of
Yeah,
wake yourself
that sounds
up.
good.
and just sort of come to, and also probably still cough. Yeah.
So, did you do it? Or.
Not much of an
We did something.
explosion, though.
Yeah, I was sort of expecting like the old mountain to come
Big old
down.
boom, right, but nothing.
This is a lot of smoke.
Still might.
Right.
Depends on if some of the lower levels of the, well, the caches of sulfur, if they catch. But there's most likely a pretty serious fire in there now. And there's lots of cave-ins.
How long do you think until it hits the orbs? Or was that right away?
I don't know.
Orbs. What'd you do?
The purple orbs we got from before. We used them to speed up the process to see if we could take the mountain down. Or at the very least, to level the tunnels.
Oh, that hurts me, that does. Oh.
We would have used them on explosives anyway. Just cut out the middleman.
Well, as long as it went towards hurting the God King.
At the
Oh.
very least, we can hope that this fire that we have caused will burn for a long time. We have likely smogged out the entire mine. By this time tomorrow, it might be impossible to breathe anywhere. So, I would count that as a small victory.
Yeah, I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
And if it comes down, it comes down. And we did it.
Yeah, good job. I think.
Yeah,
Um,
I hope.
Hey, Smith, I think I owe you an apology, eh? Before I said that you should become a farmer. I think probably after that spear action you should become a fisherman.
I'm gonna stow the spear back in the wrist holster.
Well, there's no fucking boats, or at least none that we've found. The river is more of a fucking stream.
Does
I think we're gonna have to watch it. And then we're
does
just have
Captain
to...
Vatox float?
I don't
Hey.
float.
The fuck
Okay.
did you just say to him?
I'm not a floater.
You can't ask him if he floats.
I'm sorry. It's the drink. I don't think I've gotten over it yet.
That is absolutely shocking, Buttocks. Buttocks, calm down, alright? He's just a kid. He doesn't know what
Keep
he's saying.
moving then. We need to ford the river at some point.
Yeah, we need to roof it.
Alright,
All right.
let's go. Where to? We're going in 9 years, on.
Yeah, I think we just need to follow the river all the way
Follow the
down.
river. Is that where we're going here, Jet? Follow the river.
Yeah, Jet, how much
You
you
are
know
a
about the
guy
area?
now, buddy.
I come from Nanyus, but I have never gone to Nanyus via waterfall. When we get out, we'll get out. Maybe I can show you. Maybe I can point the way. But these two, they've likely learned the land more than I have, as a local. But I haven't been here in years.
Alright,
He looks towards Varsha and Smith.
which way do we go then?
I'm still probably on all fours and I'm not really paying attention. I'm just focusing on my raspy breathing.
She alright? What's going on? Hey,
She breathed in a lot of the smoke and the fumes.
oh,
Yeah, it's really fucking bad for you, that is.
nasty.
Uh,
We gotta start
Both.
moving.
yeah, I
Smith,
reckon
where
we
are we
need to
going?
move.
We're going to 9U's.
Which way?
Follow me.
Are we
Yeah,
outside
give
the
me
cave
that
system?
Before.
Give me that.
Yes,
I'm
you're
gonna try and
outside
take
the
your
cave system.
shield.
Okay.
I'll take the shield, right? And then I'll carry that for you. Fuck me. That's fucking heavy, innit? You wear it like a backpack like that. There we go. No arrows hitting me in the back. If you get well tired, Bucks here will give you a piggyback. But don't come cheap.
Give you a piggyback.
Yeah. It's better than
Hop on.
sitting around here.
We'll do
Just
it
get
right
some,
now if you want.
I think before
some
I
distance.
stand up, I will take a bit of the water in my hands and maybe put it to my face, and then I will say thank you in water elemental, and then I will try to stand up and start walking.
You hear in your mind as you splash the water on your face. And yeah, you make your way to your feet, start moving towards everyone else, and make your way south. A river, or a small river at this point, starts to trickle at your feet. It is not large enough to have a flotation device, considering a lot of its source has now been choked. But at least you know you got to keep following this river, and it'll bring you close enough to 9 U's.
So, the plan isn't to go to the city, is it? It's just to get there so we can divert and go north, yes?
I mean, I was kind of looking forward to a bed or something. Maybe a drink.
If
What do you
we
mean?
must.
I mean, what, we're going to walk all the way around it and then all the way up to Galfish? I don't think so.
Why not? I don't see the point of bringing the swan all the way down to the south. Word of what we did in the mine is going to spread very fast. And if they see people like us and hear word of people like us there, they might come back.
I didn't do nothing in the mine. That was all on you.
I wanted to blow it up.
I'll follow you to Nani. I'll show you around, but we have to be careful. We can't be seen.
Why?
You know what would happen if the swan know where these two are, the two they are hunting, and their kidnappers. They'll come back. They'll send their people who are now going to Galfish back down south.
I mean, yeah. But he can change his face. You know, you've got a cloak. She looks like, I don't know, just about anyone. You need a mask or some makeup or something. And me,
Well,
look at that. I could
All
be
I'm
anyone.
saying is that 9 News has already survived one liberation. I don't know if its people can survive another.
Yeah, we just won't get caught.
It's not about us anymore.
Smith, can we go somewhere else?
Where do you think we can go, Varsha?
I don't know. He clearly doesn't want to go back to 9 U's.
It's not about me. It's about the people. But I'm well aware that we have to go somewhere. I'm just asking that we be careful. That is all.
9 U's was recently taken by the Sworn. If we announce what we had planned to announce in 9 U's, I think it will have the most impact. And if that dwarf from the Dankert mines does as he said he would, he will say that we are the ones that blew up the mine. If you want to have an impact for the Entente, I think that's the way to do it.
I look at Jet apologetically, but I don't say anything.
Once she makes eye contact, I look away and I walk back to Mr. Tai.
Let's be careful. I look back over at the mountain.
I was just about to ask you.
Clearly disappointed. Like, it's exactly the way Smith said it would be. Like, this to me is a metaphor of the impact I will actually be able to have in all of this. So I'm a little defeated.
Yeah. Feeling
Anyone
the
else?
sense of defeat as you look back at the mountain. I think you've probably traversed a little bit, so it's not just directly in front of you now, but you have probably maybe traveled a couple 100 feet, if not farther, enough for you to get a larger scope of at least the surface or the face of this mountain where you were just delving through. I would like you to make me an Arcana check, Varsha, with advantage. Also, Jet.
– 18.
Okay,
With advantage,
with advantage.
12.
Varsha, you turn back and you look, and as you're watching, you're thinking, you're feeling this sense of defeat. Maybe it's with a sigh. You look over at Jet, and Jet, I think unknowingly, as if something called to him, looks back over towards the mountain as well. And I think both of you at the same time let out a sigh. And when you do, you start to see clouds of rubble start to then kick up from the mountain you're looking at. And it starts to... And the landscape that you're looking at starts to shift as dust and rock and dirt start to spill forward from it and start to mix in with the spring that was once a waterfall and starts to create a sludge of mud as the entire rock face of this mountain shifts for a moment.
Smith, Ty.
And you all
Look!
feeling a shaking and trembling as you turn and look, and you see the land face of this entire rock slide and this mountain start to shift and move as it sinks into itself.
Is anything coming towards us?
Nothing is coming towards you except for maybe
Okay.
maybe a kick of dust, but no real large amounts of rubble. And as the dust settles, Varsha, I need you to make... I actually don't think there's anything you can do.
I was just going to say that, actually. I don't think I would
Yeah.
fight it. I know what's coming. It's fine.
Varsha, at this moment, this sigh and knowing and seeing and feeling what you've been feeling over for the past couple of weeks or months or maybe even only a couple of days, that has really been solidified with knowing these people. You have a not necessarily a sinking feeling within, like this mountain. Your heart sinks as well. The mark that is above your eye starts to then sear and burn as you
It was
fall to
worth
the
it.
ground again. The mark starts to sear and burn, your armor suddenly starts to become very heavy. The exhaustion that you have doubles. I'm gonna need you to take another point of exhaustion as you start to cough and heave. And Varsha looks up at all of you, her eyes bloodshot, and
Varsha, what's wrong?
Miss Varsha,
Varsha!
was it the gas?
Poisoned?
as
I don't
What is
know.
that?
you all see the mark on her face starts to scar underneath.
No, look, what is that?
And Varsha,
Varsha, breathe slowly.
as you have denounced the God King and the faith of the Sworn, I need you to lose all of your paladin levels.
I pass out.
Okay.
I run to her with my with my medical kit. Is she? Has she
Okay.
taken any damage?
She's just passed out face first in the water. So when it comes to damage or vitals or anything, her heart is beating rapidly, but she is unconscious. Her eyes are bloodshot and rolled back in her head. There is a searing pain if you touch around the mark on her face. It is burning. But I think Buttocks.
We gotta get her out of here. We gotta get her out of here.
Lift her up, lift her up, lift her up.
Panic
lift
and
her up.
drag her up and out of the water, up onto the
Yeah.
surface and onto the shore.
Right. Sworn? I think it's magical.
Varsha,
look.
can you hear me? Varsha!
And on Varsha, can you hear me? I think that is where we are going to go to break. We'll be right back, everybody, and we'll see what's going on with Varsha and all of this in just a moment. We got a couple of things to show you on the break. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the show, and we'll see you in a bit. All right? Bye.
Varsha, can you hear me? Varsha?
Is she dead?
No, she's still breathing.
Oh,
She's
no,
not
but
breathing
she-
well.
About to die. What is that? What's going on with her?
We've seen it before. Her oath. It doesn't. She broke her oath.
Didn't you? Miss Varsha!
We need to keep moving.
Buttocks, piggyback time. Yeah.
Piggyback time. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, Jet. You take that bag. Smith,
Alright.
you'll have to take that sword. I got the shield.
Heavy
Keep
as it.
going, yeah.
Right?
What happened there? Did it bring the mountain down then, did it?
I think so.
Looks like it.
Why did she have a reaction to it?
I don't know.
What's that all about?
She's making weird noises. Hey,
Yeah, she's probably gonna die. If she stops doing it, we'll have to...
Shut up.
I mean, look at the fucking state of her. Alright?
This is bad, Mr. Smith. The mountain has calmed down. Miss Varsha is like this. We might have blocked off the way behind us, but anybody in 9 News who saw that is going to come this way.
Question. Should we keep moving or should we rest here and make sure she doesn't die?
We find a safer spot first, and then we rest. We keep moving.
Right, alright, moving, let's go.
Let's see if we can find somewhere with cover.
And Captain Buttocks starts sloshing through the stream as he just is carrying.
I run about looking for a good place as well.
Okay. Do you run up ahead and start scouting, or are you... what do you mean?
Not too far from the group,
Okay.
but I want to make sure that, if there's any elevations or anything, I can look and see if maybe if the land isn't completely flat. We're coming from a mountain, so it might be still steep.
Yeah.
I might see like a forest opening or something.
Yeah.
Something that we can hide.
The Longstrider clamp should last about an hour.
Great.
Okay.
So you're able to cover a lot of ground, except for those who don't have the long starter clamp. But if you are
I'm a
going
rogue.
up ahead...
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Excuses, I'm a rogue and they're
yeah, I
ridiculous.
can do whatever I want,
don't
yeah.
even understand. I don't understand how it works, but
But
If-
you're a rogue.
It-
Yeah,
because
you're able
I'm
to
a,
scout up ahead if you'd like.
a local of 9 News, would I know if there's anything particularly dangerous in these places? I haven't been out here, but maybe have I heard, is it dangerous out here or not? Because that's going to inform how far I go.
You know, being a denizen of 9 U's, that there are a lot of stories, kind of like Bigfoot, but of mysterious creatures that walk between the trees.
Okay, I don't go very far. I'm still there. 30
Right,
feet
great.
away.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, with that, you still are cautious, and you know this. So you're able to. But I think after maybe an hour or so of traveling, not because of long stride or anything, but you're able to slow down and then find a place that is relatively quiet. The stream is still babbling next to you, but there is a small outcropping that is levels out a bit and also still on this hill. So if you do spend the night there, it's not going to be too cold. But you are able to find a good place that you can call yours for the evening, if that is something you so wish.
This place is as good as any.
Right, I'm getting tired here. This is much heavier than I thought.
yeah, it's that armor, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Set her down over here,
All right,
and then
you
put
go,
her
Mum.
bedroll down.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
And anyone know, I don't know, medicine?
I do. Well, I've already looked at her before, but I'll try again.
When you say you're, what do you mean? What do you?
I may practice alchemy, but I'm also a physician. At least my parents
Like
were.
me, Buttocks, we were about to let a mountain drop on him. We got a bloody medic right here.
Yeah, that would have been a bad
Be
idea.
a bit more useful than I thought, Jet. All right.
A bomb
Thank you.
guy
I'll,
and a surgeon. I like it.
see if you can, I don't know, sort it out. Maybe we can make it comfortable for the evening.
Okay. I'm going to try a couple things then. I would like to make another medical check just to see if she's
Sure.
okay. So where is medical? It's here, medicine check. Normal roll, 19.
Yeah, she is still unconscious. Her vitals are fine. But this is something you've never seen before.
Okay. Right.
I still have 2 points of exhaustion, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So there's nothing physically wrong with her. Otherwise, I could deal with it. And I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to try and take out a flask. This one I haven't had a need to do. since I've met everybody here. It's green. And I'm going to just remove it. And then pour it out into my hand. And as I do, this fluid turns into almost like a powder. And then I blow it over her.
Oi.
Are you okay?
What's that?
Varsha,
Hope she's alive.
How am I alive?
I don't know.
He blew some bullshit in your face, and now you're alive, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't die from whatever promise you broke or whatever.
I suppose you could call it that, Mr. Buttocks.
You have a racking headache right now, as you probably can imagine. A lot of what's on your mind, I think, is just the imagery of Evervale. Banners flapping, the sigil.
Are these intrusive? Yeah. Okay.
As you try to think of other things, there's just this imagery. It starts to flash up. A crown, a courtyard.
I'll spit.
The babbling of the brook nearby reminds you of the Hooks, the dock district of Evervale.
I give her a flask of water.
Thank you.
What happened? Were you poisoned? Was it the gas?
Yes, you
No.
broke a promise.
Break a promise?
Yeah, you broke a promise. You get.
Yeah,
Just
they
happened,
when they mark you, right? Your property. And when you go against that, I'm just gonna lay down for a minute.
Right.
And I'll just lay back and close my eyes.
All right. Crisis
Sorry.
averted. Okay.
For now, Mr. Smith, what happens next with her? Have you seen this before?
what do you mean what happens next?
I don't know. She passed out. Her face is scarred. I'm asking you, have you seen it before? And will she be okay?
That depends on Varsha.
Okay. I get down and I get to just preparing my my usual nightly routine, getting my potions ready for the following day.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do a little scout of the area since I was carrying that fucking shield. I'm gonna go and see what we've got here. Check there's no fucking paths.
As Jet is using his time to create potions and such, I'm going to twist my bracer, my armor. Starts to retract. I'm going to start to work on it. And I'm going to look over Varsha. choices we make.
Varsha, as you lay back and rest,
Yes.
what's going through your mind?
Well, to be honest, I think with 2 points of exhaustion and a searing headache, I just fall immediately asleep.
Yeah.
So I think I'm dreaming about the docks, probably. Tenno, when I first met him. It feels similar. What feels like a snap decision that affects my whole life. And I made it in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Is this a decision that you made in less than 5 minutes, or is this something that has been
I guess it's been
festering?
building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably since the day I was taken.
Yeah. Things simmer for it as long as they need to, but the boil over is only going to be moments. Well, you've done what you've done. I think in this moment, you do have dreams of Tenno. It could be potentially these images that have these intrusive thoughts that have been sort of a side effect of your choices are starting to reverberate and project and echo through into your subconscious. But with your 2 points of exhaustion and your just exhausted state, within your reverie, you're able to put together and make sense of the following. You start to see Tenno, or a face that you would recognize as Tenno, walking next to you in the market of Evervale. A place very familiar to you and Tenno. He then, you trip over something. It could just be, it looks like to be an old scabbard on the ground, and it gets caught up in your legs as you walk, and it could be your scabbard, sort of.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Kicks back into your legs as you trip, and he doesn't catch you. You fall on your face for a moment, or at least on all fours. Doesn't hurt at all because you're wearing gauntlets, and of course you are wearing greaves and sabatons, but he does reach out an extended hand and lifts you up. Your gauntleted grip and his leathered glove clasp around each other's forearm as he is able to place his other hand behind your back and lift you up, and that memory fades, goes away, as you then are walking through what is known to be the Royal Circlet, a courtyard, or the noble district of Evervale, where, of course, the castle resides, and the castle is. And while you do this, there are some around. Smith is nearby, working on something or talking with someone else. But you look up and you see, I think behind a laundry line, there is Tenno, who then sort of winks at you playfully. You look over at Smith and you look back and he's gone. You have another flash of memory where Tenno is bound. Ropes and some sort of collar is bound around his neck. An iron an iron visor goes up to the bridge of his nose and wraps around completely. As he, you could see through and past the reflective surface of this finely polished collar that there are dread and tears in his eyes as he looks over towards you. And he is taken away, and it's the last time you've seen of him. But when you look at Tenno in this state, a lot of different faces start to merge and project onto his face. When you look into his eyes, you know it's Tenno's, but your mind in this dream is perceiving these eyes as almost everyone you have met up to this point. It's cycling through a myriad of friendships and relationships. Smith is in there. You start to see Smith behind that collar. You see Ty and Jet, Captain Buttocks. You see Tundril, as well as some, maybe even Horace. And I think Horace, the scarred, aged gentleman from back in Dankert Mines, I think it hangs there. The Tenno's hair then starts to streak white and grow in this straw-like fashion to match Horace's. And then you wake up. It's a new morning. The babbling brook is next to you, and everybody else is asleep. The large moon of Geoloon is just starting to make its crest over the mountainside to the east. But you're the first one awake on this new morning.
I think I wake with a little bit of a start. Do I clear exhaustion? Or one? It's one, right? Not both?
I think it's
Or
one. I think, yeah, you can clear.
It's
I
one.
think it's one.
One.
Yeah, I think it's one
Thank
for
you.
one night of rest. Okay. That was a lot for me to digest, and you bet your ass that I'm going to look at all the metaphor that I know you put in there. I totally expected not to live through that. So I'm a little bit unsure of what to do next. So I think I just look at Smith and Jet and Ty even.
Yeah.
What do you want?
What?
He's so fucking awake.
Are you awake?
Are you looking at me?
We're in a little bit of a pickle now, I guess.
Why?
Well, they didn't know that we were traitors yet, and now they do.
Oh, right, yeah. You're in a pickle.
Right.
Sorry, I thought you meant we
Right.
were all in a...
No, of
Yeah,
course
you're
not.
fucked.
All right.
As your,
Blew up a fucking mine.
yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, cost, something, didn't it?
Yeah. So what? It was worth it.
Yeah, was it? Well, you got brain damage or anything now?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll just be hunted and deal with chronic pain for the rest of my life. But how's that different from before? It's
Well,
a different
you're
kind
now
of
being
chronic
hunted and
pain.
you've got chronic pain.
It's just a different kind of chronic pain and a different type of hunting. Maybe it's more like a haunting. Take this one over the other.
Well, I got ghosts.
No. Haven't you ever done something that chased you?
No. Tend to make sure that nothing can chase me. Well, except for that one fucking dwarf.
No, I don't mean like a real chasing. I mean regret, remorse, That kind of haunting.
No.
You have no regret at all? None? You've lived your whole life?
Yeah.
You're lucky then.
Am I?
Oh, yeah. You don't have anything chasing you, do you?
I've got plenty of shit chasing me. Yeah, I'm just as wanted as you are.
I have one less regret.
Yeah, you can just have no regrets if you want. Matter of perspective, that's all.
I don't think that's fair.
Really. You're being
Yeah.
chased, I'm being chased. I've got no regrets. And you've got regrets. Sounds like perspective.
I need to carry them. Right? It's
Why?
not fair to just let go and not carry them with me.
I mean, yeah, if you want. Like you said, though, you're living in a constant state of pain. But that sounds like shit to me. So I'd rather just, not.
It's the cost of my decisions, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
was
this
it really
one.
your decision?
I think that's the first time you've ever acknowledged that. And no, it wasn't really.
Well,
Except
then,
for this one.
no. You paying the cost for it.
Because I still did it. I could have done this a long time ago. But I didn't. I towed the line.
Yep, can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you just turn your shield over there,
Yeah, what?
there was I sort of run it across a rock by accident and ran a fucking horrible. I mean, you can probably buff it out, but that's a nasty gash across a rock there that I left across the emblem. I know it's a bit beat up on the edges, but fuck me, I've ruined it.
You've absolutely ruined it. It looks great.
No, I'm not used to them fucking things.
I would like to roll insight because I'm pretty sure he did it on purpose.
Do it.
And I feel like on the one hand, I don't want to roll insight because I just want to interpret that he definitely did it on purpose and I wouldn't have it any other way, but I am curious.
Would
roll
Ty
20's
be
not
making
working
this
for me either.
obvious?
No, I am definitely lying to her.
Oh, okay.
On an 18 deception, I'm 100% accidentally on purpose ran the emblem across a rock while we were walking along.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
You'll never know. Well, yeah.
I chuckle a little bit. Looks better that way. We should probably get
morning,
moving, huh?
princess.
Morning.
I literally
s-
slapped Jay across the face.
Oh,
Good morning to you too. The slap wakes me up, and I look to my kit, and my eyes go wide for a second, and I pick up these two flasks, and I say, "Today, I have two, and one might actually be useful today." This violet one is for you, Miss Varsha. I believe that this should come in handy should we run into people today.
I
If you
don't even hesitate. The moment you hand it to me, I just pop the lid and drink it.
just
Was I not supposed to do that?
No, no, you were not. However, okay. For the next 10 minutes, you can be whatever you want to be.
What?
If you want to go in the river, grow gills, you can do that. If you want to look like not yourself, you can do that.
I want to be a griffin and we all fucking fly to 9 U's. That's what I want. Can I do
but-
it?
No. Perhaps I should have been a little bit more specific.
Oh.
The drinker's body is transformed as if by the altar spell. The altar self-spell.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Take inspiration, by the way, Varsha, for immediately drinking that because you are hurt and you thought that was
Yeah,
right.
I thought it. Yeah, I thought it was a healing potion for sure.
No, it wasn't. But you can do some interesting things now for the next 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
You can change your appearance so you can look like.
Think
of
moment
Ty.
you say that, my scar is gone.
Cool.
Like
It's
that.
all I've ever wanted, and so the moment you say you can change your appearance, there's nothing else I want,
Yeah.
and I just it's
close
gone.
your eyes for a moment, and
Yeah.
the scar and the mark fade away.
It's only
what
for
are you
10
gonna do
minutes, but
then?
it's worth it.
You can change your voice, your hair length. You can
I'm
change
just
any
now
characteristics
staring
you
at
want.
maybe I like rip off my plate, and I'm just trying to look at my own reflection in the armor
Yeah.
to see, and I'm just like,
Yeah. You
holy
start
shit,
moving
man.
it around and like
Yeah.
finding the light,
Be
and
like,
and I think you
oh,
can't
it's
help.
gone.
Yeah, I think you can't help but crack a smile.
Yeah.
If you like that, you can grow claws, fangs, you can grow spines, horns, you can grow
This is enough.
gills.
Yeah, you can put a couple of inches on your fingers and toes.
Fi-
You'll look
fingers.
Weird.
Yes.
I think this is enough.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I will.
And this yellow-looking flask is for you, Mr. Ty, and I pass it to him with my hand over the cork.
Does it do the same thing, does it? Because I'll save that for when we get a 9 use.
Sadly, no. This is I believe, swiftness potion.
What does that
So
mean?
should you drink this, then you'll be able to increase your speed by 10 for an hour.
Fuck yeah. Alright, well, since all of us are awake, who's in favour of leaving him behind, Sleeping Beauty, and we move on? Say
We
aye.
literally blew up a mine. We're not leaving him behind.
He saved my life.
I'm just saying, just have to put your hand up and say aye. The vote, innit?
I'll just like walk over and gently wake him up.
Oi, buttocks!
Smith? Smith? It's okay.
I
It's just me. It's just
immediately-
me. Yep. And I'm
the
totally
spear-
used to this. Yeah.
Spear comes out of the holster.
I just let him.
5 more minutes.
It's just me.
Yeah,
It's just
we're
me.
on the move,
We're okay.
buttocks. Come on,
It's just me.
get up.
It's time to get up and go.
Varsha,
Yeah.
what did you do?
It's a potion. It's probably not going to last much longer, but looks cool, huh?
Yeah.
And it's time to go.
I think you all pack up everything and start to get ready to go as you fold up the last little bit of bedwear and camping stuff, tents and things. I think at this moment the potion starts to wear off. It's not something that I think you notice immediately, Varsha, but maybe
Yeah.
maybe as you pass by the brook or you are hoisting some of the armor, you take a look again, and at some point in since the last time you checked, if your mark faded back in and the potion has deceased or has ceased. So
That's all I just say. Sorry.
oh, okay. I didn't know if you were going to add something.
Sorry. Shit.
No, I'm sorry.
Why?
I
You,
should
you
have
didn't
said
waste
something.
a potion. No, it's okay. I should have listened.
It
I won't
was
do that again.
good while it lasted, though. Yes, the
Yeah.
scar.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm glad. Hopefully, maybe one day, I might be able to be more exact with my potions in the future.
Maybe one
Until
day.
then, though.
You ever had a makeup?
I will probably bend down and I will scoop up some dirt. And I'm looking at Ty and I put the dirt on and it just burns away. Like it will just disappear. You cannot cover this mark usually. Probably not without magic.
Yeah, I think steam starts to come from the mud as it starts to dry on your face, and right around where the mark is turns to dirt and then flakes and falls off. And just the space around the mark is just mud, and you're able to, of course, smear that away and wipe it away at some point. But for a
And
moment,
it hurts. So I definitely flinch
yeah,
when
you
I do
probably
it.
flinch and like we expressed, does burn, and the dirt starts to crumble away.
They wouldn't use it if it was so easy to hide.
But magic works on it, right?
Apparently.
All right, well, I've got just the fella for you to meet where we get a galfish.
Can someone else take the lead today?
I will gladly do it.
Still feeling a little bit tired and I don't want to make a mistake.
I've got it.
Miss Varsha,
Yeah.
if somebody puts their hand over your scar, what would happen?
I don't know. No one's ever touched it before.
May I try?
Sure.
Okay. So I take a trembling hand and I place it over where the scar was. Does anything happen to me?
No?
I assume. Okay. I assumed it burned the mud away, so maybe it might hurt me.
No, it is warm still from when that did burn. It was warm last night when she was going through this episode of pain, but as of right now, it's still warm compared to the rest of
Okay.
her face. If you're feeling around her face, but I mean, it's
Just
not,
my palm over the scar,
Yeah,
as if to
it's-
cover it.
Yeah.
You do feel, I think, if you concentrate a bit, you do feel
Ooh.
it is a little bit hotter around the ink parts than the rest
Okay.
of the whole spot.
I think it's with the intent to, hide it or
Yeah.
something. Like if you just touch it, it's okay. but-
Yeah, you can cover it up
Right.
and you can wear a mask and things like that, but it's still like when it comes to altering it, then that's when it starts to fight back.
I see.
You would
Okay,
assume.
thank you. It's
Mhm.
good to know.
I
course.
have such a weird question for you.
All right,
Are
I
your
have a weird
fingers
answer.
calloused? No, I'm asking
Oh, perfect.
Jet. Sorry.
Me,
You use your hands
I-
a lot, right?
I do. I don't think nitrile gloves exist in this realm, so yes, perhaps
Okay.
maybe they have calluses.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Smith's taking point then.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Smith, if you see a platoon of swarm, we're on the other side now. Right. Yeah, let us know.
As my armor starts to come out, you can see that the armor is different than it was before. There is a bulkiness to it. It seems like there is a gentle hum around the armor.
Okay.
Hey, Elbow Jet. You know how that thing works?
I haven't a clue.
Oh, well, fuck.
Sorry.
You are taking point, Smith.
That's right.
I have a survival check as you navigate the woods of north of 9 Years. Though it should be simple. It looks like on the map you just need to follow the river.
A 10.
With a 10, you are able to find a safe route toward where the stream that you're following starts to fork. And there is a path that crosses a small bridge that you are able to catch up to.
Can we stop here for just a second? I just need a moment.
Yeah, I guess we could stop. Anybody? Are we all in favor of stopping?
Just give me a moment.
mean, it is a path, though.
Yeah, I just start taking my armor off because it's very heavy and I'm exhausted. And so and I think it takes like 5 minutes to get it off.
Okay.
So I just take the time to do that and take it all off, and then I'll throw it in my bag so I'm still carrying it, but at least I'm not wearing it, and picking up my legs isn't feeling so horrific.
I'm gonna make my way over to Varsha.
Yeah. I just need to take this off. It's hard to breathe, and
I didn't have a chance to ask for it.
oh yeah, and I immediately go for the like waterproof quiverish thing for maps and stuff, and I'll pull it open and I'll pull out the booklet and I'll hand it to him. Thanks for coming back for it.
Thanks for thanks for taking it.
I'm gonna just put a hand on your shoulder. I'm good to go now.
We're gonna follow this path, or
Yeah, I guess so. I just needed to take this off.
I mean, like, if there's a path out here, that means that sometimes people use it.
That's true. Should I hold on to your items still, Varsha? In the bag?
That would be amazing because they have the sworn mark on them. So
Okay. Consider them gone until you need them.
Thanks.
How about I go ahead this time? Then I'll, I don't know,
You lead them all?
see where the path leads.
Okay. Are you're following the path?
How far ahead is he going? Wait, Mr. Tai, how far ahead are you going?
Far enough ahead that their scouts won't see you, but
Okay.
that I see them.
I have an idea. I fish into my pouch, and I take these. You might recognize them if you are paying attention in the mines. The rocks there, they have a certain hue that around this area, the dirt, the rocks, they don't look the same. These two seemingly twinned-looking rocks with a strange etching on each of them that if, like a friendship bracelet or something like that, the one pattern superimposes the other. I give him one of those stones and I say, hold this to your ear. Hello?
Oh,
And then you should be able to hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mhm.
Hello?
Yep.
You hear me?
I hear you. So you don't have to be. These are sending stones. So you can take that. You can go ahead. Mr. Smith, maybe you hold this for the time being. And now we can communicate.
Wait, you
For
can
it-
talk to me at any point, can't you give it to her?
Why me?
Or 'cause
You're
I
the
don't
one
wanna listen to
scouting,
him.
right?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if I want to... What if he talks to me?
I roll my eyes and I throw the stone to Varsha.
I'll take it. And I'm looking at the stone and I'm in awe of Jet's magic because I haven't seen this type before, and I've never had the pleasure of seeing a spellkin like use magic without restriction. So this is kind of cool.
Yeah, how
You-
far can we
Um,
get?
Yeah, how far?
So sending stones come in pairs, with each smooth stone carved to match the other one. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. I think it might be indefinite because the definition doesn't give me a distance.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, these are bloody useful. How many of them have you got?
Just the one pair.
All right, can you make
Right.
more?
I might be able to. However,
Well, we'll
I
probably
don't-
need about 100.
no.
One to everyone.
That would be amazing, but this takes a toll on me. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
able
well,
to.
you don't have to do
as
them
if-
right now. You just do like one a day or something.
No, you're misunderstanding.
Right.
This is likely the only pair I can make for us and our group. You said you were looking at this, Miss Varsha, earlier. Well, out of character, you were looking at this, yes?
Oh yeah, I was the moment he tossed me the stone, I was staring at it. Like it's very cool.
How intently were you staring at it?
I'm fascinated, so very intently.
Can I ask her to make an Arcana check?
No.
No.
Make an Arcana check.
I've already put money in my pocket and borderline forgotten about
No,
it.
you're not allowed to. I can though.
Oh
Make an Arcana.
shit. Okay, so hold on.
Hmm?
That work?
15.
Okay.
Okay. You told me before that you can see the Spellwind sometime. So as
Yeah.
we were digging around before, and I said hello to Ty. Ty said hello back. As the words were coming through, you could see, almost as if by a ethereal gas or wire or something, a connection between the two stones as we were talking.
Is it green, like the color of your magic, or is it purple?
And that's the funny thing. The colors are dependent on the person talking.
That is so cool. So when the two of you, before it gets tossed to me, when the two of you were talking, it's green and purple, and then when he tosses it to me, it's purple and purple.
I don't know what the color of Ty's aura is, so perhaps
That's
maybe he
true.
might have to say something. But maybe
It's blue.
okay.
Blue. Cool.
It's like watching a spark in an old cartoon where it's going from like one
Yeah.
call to another, and you're just seeing it.
Mhm.
So you're kind of seeing that in the space as it sort of.
We have to speak into it, but
Just-
we hear it in our heads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speak
you're holding
outside,
it.
hear in head.
Mhm.
Okay.
You can use it any way you want, but the end result is the same.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's nifty.
Everyone make me an Arcana check. Varsha, you have advantage.
$27.
That is a critical.
13.
Okay.
16.
6.
Varsha Smith, obviously. And Varsha and Jet, as you discuss the Spellwind and you talk about these sending stones, you do feel a sense of. There is a moment where you are comforted by the Spellwind, almost like the Spellwind is there with you. Smith, as this is happening, I think you're maybe inspecting or keeping an eye out or trying to imagine what it is. Have you ever seen the Spellwind, Smith? Is this something you have heard of and acted upon, but have never seen, or have you seen it? There is no wrong answer.
I think that I've seen it, and that I have
Okay.
disregarded it.
Okay. In this moment, as Jet and Varsha feel the sense of comfort talking and discussing and laughing about this Spellwind and this arcane technology or whatever this may be, whatever this phenomena is, you also feel this sense of comfort. Never mind. You feel a sense of dread because you start to see through and wisping through the woodlands nearby is a vibrant breeze as it starts to pick up some leaves nearby, and usually it never interacts with the world itself. But some leaves get kicked up in this breeze, and it starts to blow through, and for a moment you notice that a large gust of this vibrant spellwind blows through the area and into the woods. The trees move a little bit as they do, of course, as wind would move trees. Varsha, it is until maybe this starts to happen you notice this goes on, but
Okay.
It's probably not until Smith brings it up, if he does at all. But you may notice that you notice that the breeze is there and present, but you do not
Yeah, but
notice
I'm
it
feeling
interacting.
comfort. Yeah,
You
yeah.
also don't
Okay.
notice it interacting with the world around you, which you
Yeah,
have
I'm
always
staring
seen
at this.
as this is ethereal piece of, or this
Mhm.
ethereal wind. But as it starts to interact with the trees and the things nearby, that I think is what changes your sense of comfort about the spellwind, whatever it may be, Smith, to a sense of worry.
This is amazing magic. I've never seen anything like this before.
Thank you.
You should be very proud of your magic.
I think you might notice that I'm sort of looking off in a direction.
I think you get
Is it-
uncomfortable around magic. Sorry.
Is everything okay, Mr. Smith?
What?
Are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
Why wouldn't you be?
All right. Well,
Put
I'll
the
scout
stone in my
ahead,
pocket.
and if I see anything, I'll
Yeah.
whisper sweet nothings into the stone.
And
All right, then.
you're pressing onward on this path, Ty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do press forward down this path, it does seem to be. It hasn't been a trodden, kept path. There is some brush and some logs that have fallen from a nearby storm or a recent storm that have covered the tracks here. But as you move closer towards these woods, as you get closer towards the southern part, I think you're walking sunward, which would be south, and you start making your way towards through the brush and this trail that is beginning to, or this path that is beginning to turn to a trail. It does start to grow thick in some places. And Smith, you do, I think, as you're in your alert state, do see wisps of this breeze in the distance. You as well, Varsha, as you as light dies down in here because of all this ground cover, there is definitely that sense of this breeze.
I still feel
Goes-
comforted by it, though, right? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, okay. And then, so you
Okay.
still feel
I
the
wasn't
sense
sure.
of comfort. Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
don't think there would be a reason for me not to. I
that's
guess.
true, yeah, unless
Yeah.
it was brought up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there's still this sense of comfort as you make your way through this darker forest. It's not like dark, dreary, and scary. It's just there's not a lot of light because it's just so lush. But as you do sort of make your way through, there are moments where I'm going to need perception checks from everyone, and you, Smith, get advantage because you're already on high alert.
11.
11. Jinx.
20 somehow.
20.
Okay, so with the 20 and also the critical. I think with the critical, you start to get that sense of dread, but I think that's because you start to see. You are looking, Varsha, through these dark woods, and you're being sort of in company, and you're walking with this breeze. But there are times where the breeze goes over or through maybe two trees, and you see a almost like an invisible spider web. But
Oh,
somebody
gross.
then, or like a network of lasers that somebody threw dust at, right?
Yeah,
It's got that,
okay.
that appearance of it shimmering into existence. That happens when the Spellwind brushes through some of these places within the area. And you're like I said, you were probably feeling a bit comfort, being like feeling like there's a companion marching with you or walking and guiding the way. But then you start to see these very strange sights where you start to see these invisible spider webs start to reveal itself because of the Spellwind itself.
Wait a minute.
Smith, you as well have probably already been on
What?
heightened energy, and you start to see this
Hold on.
probably at the same time.
Ty, where are you? Stop moving. I think I see
What's the
I
matter?
think I think I see spider web. Where are you?
Spider
Are you?
webs. We're in the
Yes.
fucking forest.
No, I mean very, very large. I can see the wind, the magic wind, the spell wind. I'm seeing it brush up against it, and I don't know if it's magical or not.
Alright, but we can dial back on the fact that you can see the fucking Spellwind later on.
Well, I don't know how else to explain it to you because you think I'm talking about, a tiny spider when I'm talking about a very big spider or something that has.
Right, do you see the spider web or do you see the spider?
Wait a minute. No. It's spanning multiple trees.
Right. Avoid
It's very
the web.
big, whatever it is. Yeah, okay, but I just want to give you a heads up. Okay, fine.
Alright.
So, at the mention of spider, I am also on high alert. And
Yeah, it's the first time you heard her. You're hearing this stuff.
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll point it out to you, Jet, and I'll be like, "Do you
Mm.
see that? What is that? That's the spider web, right? A very large spider web. Smith, do you see that?
No,
Maybe.
Well, I think
Smith
think if
sees
it's
it.
I think if it's being revealed, then
Do I see
we
it?
should take it as a sign.
As it's pointed out, I think with some concentration, you're able to see it. Yes.
okay. And
You're up ahead.
Let's-
So we go around.
You're up
let's-
ahead,
yeah.
Ty?
Yes.
Could I have a dexterity save?
From me?
Yes.
Gladly.
For no reason.
Oh, a 14.
Gladly. He says. So with the 14, I think you hear and there's a large, sharp pain that sticks into the back of your calf for a moment as you look down, and you can barely see this, almost like for a moment, when you were making fun of course, seeing the Spellwind, you look down and you see for a moment like a breeze is revealing something, and it looks like this large invisible spider has just sunk its teeth into you and sinks back and then hisses. And then
Oh,
there's
you
like
absolute
there's-
fucking c-
and then there's like 2 or 3 of these that you now can hear in the area. I'm gonna need initiatives from everybody.
Oh my god. Am I fucking poisoned? Can I move? Am I dead?
You are poisoned.
I have poison
You are.
condition?
Gladly.
You have the
Oh.
poison condition.
Let me roleplay as my character with his bravado.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Sorry. All right, we're getting to here.
Oh boy, I'm so ready for this.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I have set up ish. I don't know if people can do. If you can move your tokens and stuff.
No.
Okay, I will do that here in a hot second.
I can.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Get good, Swan. Uh-oh.
Bam, 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 bam. One moment. I have done this wrong. Perfect. Classic. Music. Okay. Is that there? That's there. Okay, cool. So you can't move your token.
I cannot.
Wacky and weird. All right, here you go. Take that. How about now?
Yes.
And everybody can except mine.
I can move. I can move mine.
Okay, interesting. All right, cool. And we've all rolled initiatives. I didn't. Great, perfect.
That's not accurate. I was just getting myself on the turn order.
Oh, okay. I think you could
I already
edit it,
rolled.
can you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just
Okay.
wanted to make sure you didn't see that and then
Oh.
internalize it.
Thank you.
Okay. I still didn't show up on the turn order.
Those are 2 ties. You're here.
How do I select the token?
We see a different turn order to you.
Oh, interesting. Let me do this.
It's probably the old one.
Ah, yeah, it's combining your previous one.
Let me just clear the list and we can just do it again.
Yeah. Just
Right.
grab every token and right click them and then add to the
When
turn
you do initiative rolls, you have to have the page open that is the current map.
Oh, yeah. That's what we had last time. All right, so go ahead and fill in your initiatives there. And I'll get that. There's some things I have to square up for next week or next time we do this. But... Okay. Ty, it is your turn. So up ahead, I think this is probably what we see. Oh wait, this is the wrong scale. Sorry, everybody. Ha ha ha. Look at how ready I was for today. Hee hee. Okay, Ty, it is your turn. What are you up to? There is this dark.
Okay, so I'm poisoned.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Ty. It's Jet. I'm an ass. Jet.
Jet, I mean, Ty has a higher dexterity, so would he not be first if we both roll 14?
That's fair. I will do that here. Ty, take it away.
And I'm poisoned.
Yes, you are poisoned.
So I have like disadvantage on everything. Is that right? Whack.
On poison? Poison is
Disadvantage
pretty
on attack
nasty.
ability. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, so on a poison, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Uh-oh.
Also, just a note, on the actual initiative tracker,
Yes.
I'm seeing a 0 for Varsha and the
Oh, thank you. I didn't press enter.
spider. Yeah. Just have to hit the yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Not
I
quite,
would-
but almost.
Like
Oh, what the hell?
You gotta
I
do
mean-
descending.
All I can do is stab the spider. I can see it or I can't see it.
You can see it.
Little fucker. I bring out a falcata and I stab at him with the disadvantage. Do I have advantage? No, I don't have advantage. But if I hit, I get a sneak attack. Is that correct? Somehow I don't know the fucking very basic rogue
You have
abilities
wacky.
that I have.
You've got like wacky, weird rules though, don't you?
I
Your
know,
wacky
yeah.
build?
And my brain is inside my head backwards at the moment.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, I think I just hit him disadvantage. Oh, wow. That is a natural one.
Wow. Okay, so with a natural 1, as you hit this creature, but don't. I
Oh,
don't-
stop. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have an ability that can stop that from happening, I think. Can I use Restore Balance for the first time? Can I pull a Neo and say no and let him not have disadvantage?
that-
When
was an
a
ability?
creature you can see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage.
Do you have to announce it before or after, though?
Does it say before or after?
It doesn't say.
We'll read it again.
When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you is about to roll with a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected
Is
by
about-
advantage or disadvantage.
Is about to roll. I don't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Nope, because I also want to show off a cool thing. So you,
Yep.
so with the critical failure of your attack roll, you actually cut down, but too hard, and actually chip or roll a bunch of the sharpness of the blade. It actually folds over, and I'm actually going to reduce the weapons damage by 1 die. So what is the weapons damage right now?
By 1 die?
What is it? What is it right
It's
now?
the whole thing, isn't it? It is a d8 plus 4.
So
I
now it's a
have.
D6
Well, D8.
plus 4.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
All right.
until you get it repaired, you have
I'm
a
gonna forget
crappy
forever
weapon.
for the whole campaign you
Yep,
watched.
it's going to be exciting.
Okay, so I fuck up my sword as I would imagine I get hit by this thing. I swear it. I whip out the sword and bring it to stab this thing, but the world kind of spins, around me as this poison sets in very quickly, and I probably just feel very dizzy and swing the sword into a fucking nearby set of branches, clearly blunting the thing because
Yeah.
it's not a machete.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily, in my other hand, I do have a
machete.
scimitar
Yeah.
that is a little closer to a
Okay.
machete. Although I am going to buy a machete in 9 years if we ever get there,
Exactly.
purely for this reason.
Exactly.
And I get to offhand attack with this one on a 14.
I should be ready with the stats, shouldn't I? La 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 la. I'm professional. Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, I hit him. I get the sneak attack. I think. Because I get it once per turn, so this would still be the once, right? For an extra 10 piercing. And really what I'm doing is turning around and running away. But as I turn, I manage to cut this thing open. And I just probably come stumbling out of the bushes towards where all of you lot are. and I'm saying, spiders, spiders, and I'm running wildly with swords coming out of these bushes. I'm gonna run the fuck away. So during my attack turn, if I make a melee attack against a creature, I can't be hit by opportunity attacks, and so my movement is just away from this thing towards them, over to there.
Cool.
And I think that's all I am able to do.
Okay.
Don't get any bonus or anything, no. So yep, that's me.
All right. Sweet turn. Jet, you're up.
Okay. Well, first of all, so the webs that we saw before, are they on the map? As in, like, the one that we were looking at before things happened. Where would that be in relation to me?
What a great question. I think there will be one over here.
Over where?
Here's one. You see it?
No. I see it, yes. Okay. Alright. I'm going to position myself over here. And then I'm going to, again, pull out my 2 red and orange flasks. Shake them up. Open them, and then the gases come out. And do a fireball thing at the thing.
Okay.
The one in the center, in the middle. So I need to roll fireball. 1 sec.
Sorry, I'm making a spider web because you asked me to. So
It's okay. While you do that, I will cast fireball.
okay.
A 21.
And that is not a
From
crit,
my
is it?
perspective,
It's not.
is
Okay.
he throwing that firebolt at me?
Are you firing at that same one that's over here?
At the same one. From his
Okay.
perspective, there'll be 2. Again, it's gas, but it looks like it's solid, as if. I think the best description. You know, in like a Mission Impossible, you have those lasers you can see when you like spray, like you mentioned before.
Yeah.
They kind of like that, but they're more loose.
Okay. So
It doesn't look like fire.
Not like fire, but like light almost.
Yeah, it's fine then.
okay, so these light clouds sort of come out and chase each other as they make their way towards the spider or this creature, and then they combust together, shooting a flare of sparks and dealing. You hit with 21.
It's
8 fire
points
damage.
of fire damage.
Nice. As it screeches, as it takes 8 fire damage. Nice.
Okay, and that's going to be my turn.
Math. Okay. Perfect. Now it's their turn. Top to bottom, left to right, their movement. This one's going to charge up forward, but as it does, for those of you who, I think actually this one isn't seen until it's charging, and midway through its charge, it looks like kind of like the Ring, or like someone's flickering the lights on, and they're kind of, you just see like it's phasing in and out, but as it does, it looks like it's coming at you at like maybe 12 frames a second. So as it skitters to you, and chases you down, Ty, it's going to make another bite attack at you. With a 9, so I assume that misses.
Ooh, that does miss.
Yeah, so I think you hear chasing as it comes up and goes to bite. And
Fuck off.
yeah,
Fuck
I
off,
think
fuck
you
off, fuck
are
off,
able
fuck
to
off.
like dodge out of the way and just move your leg
I'm
out of its maw.
running forward
Yeah.
shouting "fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off" the whole way.
Yeah.
Which, for the record, is exactly what I do in real life when spiders are in the garden or something. and I'm running away from them.
Run
Yeah.
away. Okay, and then this one is going to go. Ooh. Wrong button.
Eight-legged
Okay.
freaks.
Oh yeah, this can meet you there. This one's gonna do the same. Chases
Fuck off,
up.
fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
That is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. This isn't a magical attack, so it's gonna actually reduce your AC by 1 as it does that. Oof,
Wait, permanently?
until you get it repaired.
Oh my god. Okay.
Uh-huh. And
Let's see.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I love that shit.
okay, and then it
I hate
will.
you, but I love it.
I hate it right
hate
now,
you,
but I
but
like
love
it
the
in
mechanic.
principle. Thank you.
Yeah,
And this thing is going to, and that's fair. Deal. 20. It's double the damage, right?
Yeah, everything is gonna fuck me up. I'm probably gonna die. I can't remember what these things
so
can do,
it-
but I know
it-
that they're nasty.
Yep. It bites.
Yeah.
it
Natural. I can't block a natural 20, right?
How
With a special.
do you have a special ability
alright.
that could? Okay.
I know, but it's too late. It's too late. I thought at the time, and I was like, I don't think I can block a natural 20 anyway, because the natural 20 always hits regardless.
That's
Isn't
true.
that right?
Sure.
Yeah. So
The
I might be wrong. Again, my brain is in very backwards. Oh, and upside down. So I don't know.
Perfect. Speaking of
of the
upside
rolls in
down,
D&D.
I think this one runs up to you and tackles you. It jumps on your back, and I think the weight of it as it phases into this plane, like the weight of it takes you by surprise, and you get tackled as you roll for a moment. But as you do,
fuck me.
its 8 legs are wrapped around you, and it sinks its fangs into you once more, and actually starts to drink a bit of your life force and some of your blood as well, causing 48 poison damage.
What?
I think I'm dead.
Dead, like.
I think I'm fucking.
No.
Holy shit.
You just fucking.
Is it double your max HP?
Yeah, it would have to be double. That's insane. Your max HP's got to be more than that.
Double my max HP is 46.
What?
That's massive damage.
Oh,
I
wow.
literally say fuck off. This
Hey,
thing jumps on
Let
me,
me double check some things because I don't want to give you a shit ton of
brings me
damage
to the ground.
on accident here because this doesn't seem. What level are we?
Oh, I'm not a level anymore.
Oh, fucking hell.
Can red mist
crit,
have a
right?
level?
Yeah.
This is what happens.
What you should do, Brad, is
So-
check if your ability can actually stop that from happening, because this is a death on the line.
Yeah.
You should
that's
double
true.
check.
Double check that.
me
redo my math,
I don't know. I don't
case.
know if it's a homebrew thing. The problem with my D&D knowledge is that a lot of it I learned from other DMs that were just like, yeah, that's the rule, and I went, okay, that must be the rule from the book, and it's not the rule.
Well, we're
from the
playing
book.
homebrew D&D, so just look it up and we'll see.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to redo my math.
What
So I
is
rolled
uncanny
A
dodge?
crit
Yeah.
is
And what make
double
it-
the amount of damage dice.
Okay.
So it's not double the damage.
Okay.
No.
So you still have to roll that
So
extra.
let me roll the extra dice and we'll see what happens.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm for sure.
Do you have your... Oh, you can't even do, like, uncanny dodge, can you? Because they have you wrapped up, right? Or they have you in their clutches?
You have 40, what is it, 46?
46 is, I think, double
I don't think
his-
I have uncanny dodge anyway.
Oh,
do I?
okay.
I think that might be a level 5 thing.
Well, with rolling my additional, or rolling the
Oh,
rolling
no,
the
it's
damage
like
again.
more, isn't it?
59.
No, it's not. It's you actually. It's now 44 instead of it being 48. So, does that give you 2 hit points?
No.
No, it just stops me from.
Oh yeah,
still
because
I'm
because
still
48 would have been your.
KO'd.
Yeah, he goes
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
but he
yeah.
doesn't instantly die. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's 44 this time, and okay. Well, thank you for that because I fucking didn't want to kill you there. Sorry, but that's just how I play. All right, so this is much harder than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so that's their turn.
Great. Are
this
you
one's gonna
ready for it
go-
to suck even more? Because I don't think Varsha knows she lost her pally level, so I'm gonna run in there and fucking do some shit.
Yeah, that's really bad. Hold on. Before you
Yeah. Okay. I am also not wearing armor, just so everyone remembers that. But I think I still have some abilities that I no longer have, so I think Varsha would still run in, especially if she sees Ty get hit.
Okay.
Okay, so I run in right next to Ty, and I try to do lay on hands, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, you try to do lay on hands. You call from. You have this flash memory of just
Varsha, what are you doing?
law, just order, Evervale. You put your hands down and you think of protection and protecting those and being a bastion to those who follow his path, and your scar starts to burn some more as you are unable to actually cast.
Okay, then I would like to use my bonus action to give him my potion of healing. May I do that?
Yeah.
Or is that an action? Okay. So when I try to do lay on hands and my face burns, I cry out in pain, and then I fumble for the health potion, and probably with trembling hands, I feed it to him.
Okay.
Get up.
Oh, the fuck.
What?
And that's my turn.
Cool. Yep.
What's the,
vomit.
what's the roll there for...
What's the healing roll?
Oh, sorry. 2d4 plus 3. Oh, wait, I think that's a special healing potion I don't have anymore. I have 2 in my bag, but I think the 2d4 plus 3 was one that you gave me, Jet, and I no longer
was
have
the-
it. Right?
Jet
Like it
one.
doesn't work
So-
anymore?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Normal one.
Yep,
Should be
so just a
2d4
normal
plus
one, yep.
2, so it's,
Mhm.
plus, yeah, 2,
you want-
so it'd be
So
an
an
8.
8.
Okay. Are you going to roll it, or do you want me to do it?
Already done it.
Okay. Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm vomiting.
Sorry, chat, don't hate me. I just
I
don't
lean
think she would have
over,
known.
I go to speak, and then I just vomit because I'm
Yeah.
filled with poison
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, and also, you just had like a bunch of blood sucked out of you.
Yeah.
I'm all fucked up.
yeah.
And
I'm
I
just
think
making
I'm like,
noises.
yeah, I'm trying to like protect him from the spiders, because I also think I have
Yeah.
immunity to poison damage, which is also a sworn thing, and I'm not going to have it, so that's going to be great.
Oh, great.
Yep.
All right.
This is fine.
This is fine. Wonderful. Smith. It's okay. Smith's is up. Right? Right, Smith? It's okay.
I think, though, if I can, I look up and I'm maybe a little bit anxious. I might have teary eyes, and I am saying my magic doesn't work.
Yeah.
Some of it, anyway.
Okay. You're able to fumble and grab and uncork a bottle and force feed it into Ty's mouth as Ty comes to and starts coughing up a lot of the potion, but is able to keep most of it down for 8 hit points, but still starts to heave.
And I'm like shielding him from them with my body.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Your turn, Smith.
Yep.
As a bonus action, I press a button on my arm plate and activate a defensive field.
Bonus action, you can gain temporary hit points equal to your level in this class, replacing temporary hit points you already have. You lose these temporary hit points if you doff the armor. Use this bonus action a number of times equal to your. Sweet. Okay.
I activate that to
Only
start.
around you.
Correct.
Cool.
I am then going to rush up I would assume.
This one's on top of you because it tackled you.
Probably. Which one is on top? There you go.
That one.
Yeah. I'm gonna rush up here. And I am then going to flick another switch on my armor. And suddenly you will see a mist spray out from me. As you see multiple versions of me start to fade into this mist around me as I use my mirror image ability.
Hell yeah. Okay,
So 3 more copies.
all right.
And I look at the spider and I say, "Come on, fresh meat here."
I'd like to imagine that that's 3 voices superimposed on each other going, come on, I'm fresh meat
Yeah.
here.
Oh, hold on. Max is gonna
Come on, fresh meat here.
It makes me feel even more sick and dizzy on the ground as I roll over.
Yeah. Oh, God. Awesome. Okay.
That only relieved part of my stress, thank you.
I'm
Yeah, okay,
seeing
those
he's made 3 copies of himself,
Yep.
and I'm seeing like 7 of them. As I look up, there's just double of everything.
This isn't confusing. All right. And that's your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Ty, it is your turn. You've got 2 spiders. One of
Oh
them is
my
like
God.
sort of on you, but has been sort of batted away by Varsha, but you are surrounded and flanked by 2 of these. One of them seems to look like it may have the attention or maybe getting its attention swayed by Smith, but you look up and there's.
Oh no, fuck both of these guys. I'm attacking one and then the other. The one on my left and then the one on the right. As I kind of stumble up, I'm flailing,
Okay.
just swinging wildly left with my damaged foul cutter. I'm still poisoned, I assume.
Yes.
On a 19 on the one on my
Nice.
left.
That hits.
I'll add. Can I sneak him? Sneak attack is weird now. Hang on. So I get sneak attack if I have. I will learn this. I promise.
It's okay.
Chat,
You
I know
have
it's the worst.
all adventure, all campaign to figure it out. Unless you die, because that almost.
How
Yeah.
does I die in 1 minute? So you don't need advantage on the attack rolls. You just need against the creature. If you're within 5 feet of it, no other creatures are within 5 feet of you. But you also still get the normal rules of sneak attack, which is that if I do have an ally within 5 feet of it anyway.
Which you
So
do.
I always
'cause I'm
have
there.
sneak attack. I can't figure out. I'm sure I'm missing something, but it seems like
Well, no,
it's
because
really hard for me to not have sneak attack.
Yeah, I think you just always.
you're just
have
in
sneak
a
attack.
you're in a party that has 2 people that are going to be up near an enemy at all times, but sometimes you don't, so you wouldn't always have it.
No, I know, but I see. So yeah, but then
Right.
as long as I'm next to it, I
Yes.
get it, and as long as someone else is next to it, I get it. It's just I just don't want to fucking. Part of my brain is like that's too broken. So why is it? Why am I not allowed?
Yeah.
You know, when you see something like it's
Yeah.
broken, which means that I'm clearly not allowed.
No, it is
Anyway,
broken
I
and you're
sneak
allowed.
attack. Yes. But we now know why I'm not a broken character. I just have to be hit once
Yeah.
to instant
Yep.
die.
Glass
I
cannon.
told you that was what it was.
I found it.
So that is 16 piercing to the one on the left, and then I swing wildly with my offhand scimitar with a disadvantage to the one on the right hand side with a
so-
14.
Okay.
Hmm.
I was trying to
What?
call it then, so you don't have disadvantage.
14,
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll do it
14
next time.
hits. 14 hits. It's really good.
14
no,
hits
never mind.
anyway.
Yeah, it does hit anyway.
That was a natural 20 on the other one though. So
Should have. Oh.
should have
Should've listened.
I have to do it before you do it, so.
I know it's almost impossible to do. Because
Yeah,
we're
I
not
try
playing
not-
real
I also
D&D
don't
where
talk over
go,
people.
I have disadvantage on my next attack,
It's Brad.
and so
You
then
have to.
I will be.
Have to
I know.
talk over Brad.
That is also very true.
I also don't know if I would be doing that right now. I feel like Varsha's terrified that, yeah, I think she's scared.
That's
so she's
true.
going to fuck up.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's fair.
I hope I don't get us
am
killed.
Wouldn't that be
running
fun for
away
Varsha?
after I hit the other
Oh,
one as
God.
well, as I stumble down past where Jet is,
Yeah.
probably leaning for a moment
You have fancy
against.
footwork, right? So I can't.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
That
to
is
think
why
he
I
like
attacked
kind of
both of them.
dances around,
I'm always
yeah, to
dancing
get
around,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Drunken
Yeah.
kung fu
I'm like-
style from the poison.
Yeah.
Right now, it's very much like I'm drunken boxing away, but
Cool.
the way that I move with my blades around me is.
Ting, 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 ting.
You ever played Final Fantasy VIII? You know who
Nope.
Kyros is? No, never mind.
Cool. So
I know
they-
you haven't.
And did you?
But
and
yeah,
you did a-
I'm stumbling
only
away. The 16 piercing on the one on
and
the
then
left,
8 on the other.
and then the 8 slashing on the one on the right.
Great. Okay.
And I fucking stumble away past Varsha, probably like accidentally nudge into Jet as I stumble and
Yeah.
hit a rock or a tree or something to steady myself for a moment as the entire forest spins around me. So like
Yeah.
I'm on a gyroscope for a moment, and then I turn and kind of steady myself to try and take, because I don't think I even really have much. I haven't taken much stock of what even is going on.
Yeah.
Because
you're
all that
still-
happened is I got bitten by a thing.
Yeah.
in
I ran
survival
away
And now
from
you
it.
feel fucked.
Then I
Yeah.
was waking up, and then there were like
Yeah, you're still
100
recovering.
versions of Smith, and then and there were spiders, and I just wildly hit them and ran
Yeah.
away from them, so that I'm
Yeah.
kind of doing the turn and trying to take stock of what's happening, whilst also, trying to not throw up again.
Yep.
And that's where my character's at.
Cool.
At the end of my turn.
All right. It is Jet. Your turn.
Okay. So, a lot just happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do a couple things. So first, I'm going to take out a rather large green flask. I'm going to shake it a lot, and then arc it in the air, as high as I can throw it,
Okay.
right in the center of those two spiders.
Ooh.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
I'm going to spin around and turn to Mr. Tai. He's now in melee range. I'm going to pull out some bandages, and I'm going to pull out a salve, and I'm going to try and tend to his wounds.
Before it
was not
lands.
lying.
You
Yes,
throw it and then
so-
you tend to his wounds before it crashes on the other side.
Right. So I have bandages and I have some antiseptic items within my person.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and bind and use 1d6 plus 4 because I am a healer. So I can use I can as an action you can spend a healing kit to restore 1d6 plus 4 to a creature. So I'll do that to them.
Sweet.
So 1d6 plus 4. Okay,
Out, that
so I
stings,
restore.
that stings, out.
So
Shut up.
sorry. So that's 8 points of healing to Tai, and then just as I suppose cut the last gauze from Tai, then the flask is going to land in the center and explode into a green fairy fire explosion that we saw before, and it's going to
Sweet.
get both those two spiders.
Okay. Bad ass. All right. So a green gas lands, and I think there's also phosphorescent sparks that are in the powder here that kind of like an explosion of fireflies, and some stick to the to these creatures, exposing them as they phase in and out of reality. You can still see them as they blink in and out where they are this whole time. You'll have
Say,
advantage on hitting them.
I believe it's a 20-foot area, right? That stays
so
there.
that's going to be everyone
for-
in that.
Well, that depends.
Only creatures I choose, yes?
Does it say that?
Let me double check. So, any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light for any attack. So, each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet, whatever. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined. if it fails a dexterity saving throw for the duration,
So you have to make dex
Dex
checks.
unless I didn't throw it in the center.
Okay, sure. Do you want to place it here?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Somewhere where Jet wouldn't have done something stupid.
I'll allow it.
Wait,
yeah, it's fine.
wait. If we're control Zing things, can we go all the way back to when that thing fucking jumped on me? at the
Episode
beginning?
1.
I'm gonna play a paladin.
Muted again,
PB.
PB.
Damn it.
Yep. I don't know
Yep.
what's happening.
Yeah.
So I need a dex still? Okay.
PB has the curse of gone.
I
This is what
guess
happened to
so.
me
Like nothing
all the time.
happens. It
14
just.
and a 9.
I'm not muting myself or anything.
Okay. So my spell save is. Where would I find that on roll
on the
20?
spell-
On your
Spells page.
Spells page.
On the spells page?
Very
Okay.
top.
13.
13. So this one is able to make it, but this one fails. This one's covered in. I guess this one phases out just in time as the spray sprays through it in its space. But this one, it wasn't fast enough as it's now sprayed with this phosphorescent, sticky.
If you
powder.
left click on the token, then you should be able to add a little.
Or add the little markies.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me do
just to help you as the GM.
Thank you. I'll do that. Okay. Is that your turn, Jet? I would assume.
Yes, I've done my action, my bonus action, and I'm going to use my movements to shake.
Okay.
Because I'm, shaking.
Because you can.
It's terrifying. Freaking spiders.
Okay, so this one. Actually, I should go top down, left to right because it's just easier. This one is going to move forward and attack you, Varsha.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, as it's been sprayed, I think it screeches in disgust as it then tries to lash or jump out at you. But maybe its legs are like that. It's still wet from that from the spray of fairy fire, as it can't quite lift off the ground as gracefully as it wanted to, and it lands next to you and it sinks its teeth into a rock. And I will be reducing its damage by 1 die, and because it critically failed. So that's cool. But this one now is going to attack you,
Got it.
Smith.
Oh,
This one, unfortunately, is a critical. I just rolled a natural 20.
So
again.
no,
That's true. You
it
have
attacks one of my copies for a crit.
hell yeah. So, thank you. This thing, I think it does the same thing. It leaps again. Maybe this is the leaping one. This one leaps as it jumps onto one of your other copies, and I think it sinks its fangs into it, and I think the copy just crumples into a cloud of mist
Yes, again.
as it lands onto the ground. Hell yeah. So I'm going to delete this one. Cool. And now... this one is going to come up here and do the same. A third one comes in chittering. I rolled a 4.
Well,
Well, 8.
that is a
actually.
miss.
Okay. And it misses as just misses. It doesn't hit any of the other ones. Just a miss. Okay, cool. So this thing runs up and attacks, and I think it may attack the same one that just disappeared. And then they both phase out. They were going to both attack that one and missed. So that was cool. It is now Varsha, your turn. There is this one that just bit the stone right next to you.
yeah. Again, I don't think Varsha knows what she can use and what she can't use. So I rolled for this.
Okay.
I am going to pull out my blade and I'm going to try to do my standard booming blade attack, but it is not from my paladin, so it should still work.
Okay. I guess.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
if I don't fucking fail.
If you don't fucking fail.
26 doesn't sound like a fail.
Okay,
Cool.
so with a booming blade, you raise it into the air, cutting through the Spellwind itself as it chases the blade through the air and sticks onto, or at least then envelops this creature for 8 damage.
Yeah, and then I will. I have my shields, not a second blade, so I. That's it. That's all I can
Okay.
do.
All right, nice. And if it moves freely, it then takes damage or something. That's how.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And that's all you're doing. Ty, it's your turn.
Drop my swords and stumble forward to
Did
Jet
I-
and then
I got
hit-
removed somehow from the turn order.
Oh.
Probably during
I
the.
deleted the
split.
one. It
Yeah.
was the right
I
one.
had
You
5.
deleted the original one.
I
That's 2
deleted-
players dead.
Hey, they're out. Okay, thank you. Let me add you because you are here and you're 5.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, you're up. Never
So
mind.
It should be my turn.
It is.
More like 55.
Okay. Hilarious, as per usual. Varsha, you want to back off?
I just kind of look at you and I look angry and confused and upset, but I don't move.
Love it.
I will then use Shocking Grasp on, let's see. I'm going to assume, I don't know which one I'm in reach of with the mirror image there, but
You're in reach of both of them.
both of these.
Yeah, both of those two. Yeah.
Right. All right, I'm going to aim for this one then. Shocking Grasp. You're going to see my gauntlets come up and, again, stick out 2 fingers pointing to this one and just sort of try and reach out and poke it.
Yeah. Throw some lightning at towards its way. Okay.
14.
14 hits. An arcing light starts to fractal through the air and connect to the creature as it deals 9 damage. Nice. The creature then gets wrapped up in, like, it starts to, the arcing static starts to climb up this creature's body as it and starts to die and fizzle and pop as this thing starts to phase out of existence.
And that is it for my turn. Well, actually. Oh, my defensive field is still up. And that's it.
Okay. Ty, it is now your turn.
I lean on Jet and say, "Is there 2 spiders and 3 smiths, or am I mistaken there?"
Either way, we have the advantage.
I glance at him and I give him a filthy look because I'm covered in my own blood and vomit, and I don't feel like we're at any sort of advantage. And I fire an arrow wildly towards the one on the left, which I
Okay.
guess is very fired and is
It is very fun.
therefore just a normal attack roll
Mhm.
from me.
Oh, I would have had advantage. I forgot about that.
You still hit though, right?
I did. I did.
Oh, but you could have had a crit.
I could have had a crit. Yeah, it's probably would not have.
So you go and you reach back and you pull the string back and you fire, but I think you lose focus for a moment, or you're just not strong enough to hold a bow and pull it and aim at the same time as the
It's like a
arrow
dragon shot.
just sails right over.
And
I look behind me to see you probably.
I am
Like fucking hell.
I'm kind of drunkenly reaching for
Yeah.
another arrow, but not.
I got this.
I think I maybe widened my eyes for a second because I'm like, well, could go very wrong. But
Yeah, that's
then I
terrifying.
turn my attention back to
I
the spider.
asked
You're
Jet
fine.
if
Yep.
I was calculating it correctly, and he said we have the advantage either way, so I fired an arrow.
Yep.
Okay.
They-
If I catch
Well-
one of you in the back of the head, you
Do
can
it.
Your
thank
calculation was
Yeah.
correct. You said 3 smiths and 2 spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
him. That's the end of my turn, though. I'm not
Okay.
moving.
Jet, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to attack the one to the right of. Actually, no, because I wouldn't have seen it yet. I'll attack the one inside the fairy fire again.
Okay.
With my firebolt, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to reach out, get some more of my green powder, and I'm going to try and do a healing word on Ty, and just breathe the
Okay.
powder at Ty.
You're firebolting and then
Turning around and
gonna
continuing
blow a
to
dandelion in his face.
basically.
Okay. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Give me some rolls.
Okay. 1 sec. So 1 sec.
And I know, Chad, you're probably all going, "Where's Captain Buttocks?" I completely forgot about him. Okay, so we're just gonna.
Captain Buttocks is always doing the same thing in every fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep.
With a name like
He's-
Captain Buttocks, he's got an IBS, surely.
Yeah. Oh, gotta go.
1 sec. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
He's
my,
like narcoleptic when his energy rises
Yeah.
too quickly.
Yeah.
Like if he's suddenly under it, his adrenaline starts, and then he gets narcoleptic and falls over.
Okay, so this is.
Oh my god.
Something we haven't seen.
Oh no!
Yeah, how does your bullshit rules work now, Myth? GM.
Yes,
of-
I can't wait. I'm
GM
pretty
of
sure I'm gonna get
bullshit.
blown up.
We need
But
a GM of for you name, and I've got it.
chaos.
Called GM of absolute chaos this session.
Yeah, this is nuts. Okay. So I think as you shake up and you start to then use the firebolt.
This is fairy fire. Advantage.
Oh my god, you lucky bastard!
I don't even want to use my firebolt anymore.
All right, you're right.
Oh my god! Are you kidding
It was
me?
meant to be. It was meant to be. Cord taken away. What fucking happens? Holy shit!
Whack has used all of his
All right.
bullshit by getting the rerolls on my death. It didn't work this time. The gods of the dice have spoken.
So, Jen, as you come, this is for those of you who are listening. The advantage didn't matter. He rolled a second natural one. So as you go to mix in a frantic mess of the concoction that is your firebolt, you go to mix and then blow both of the clouds as they chase each other as they normally always do. But when they do this time, a breeze, Varsha and Ty and Smith and Jet, you all notice of this vibrant purple energy blows through. The trees start to then bend and arc. A lot of brush is kicked up as well as the spellwinds make their way and interrupt the spell. And the clouds that are chasing each other sort of disperse for a moment, but then a large spark turns into a huge conflagration as I need you all to make dexterity saving throws. Actually, Varsha and all of you Smiths. As
I have
just
to.
a
I have to make
large-
repeated.
just one, just one.
dex-
The but a large gust of fire just is caught up into the almost like the winds are flammable themselves as the sparks start to kick up and hiss into the area and into the woods. I need critical damage rolled. Jet.
GM of bullshit. Am I allowed to automatically fail this?
You're not near it. You're fine.
It's not
Oh,
you.
thank
It's
God.
me and the Smiths. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I rolled
Okay,
a
so-
14.
Okay.
So critical damage.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. What's your spell save? Is 14, right?
My spell save is 13.
13.
13. Okay. So yeah, you make it, Smith.
So
Thanks.
let me just. So what do you mean by my? If I just click damage like that, it's 7. So
Okay.
that plus 2. I mean times 2. Yeah.
Click it again,
Okay.
because it's the same dice.
Right.
Okay, so 9. Plus any bullshit? No, that's it. So yeah, 9
No.
damage. You take 9 damage.
I'm
Yes.
going to do something
Do it. Do something.
because I think it's cool.
Okay, and I like that.
I have the reaction absorb elements, and I know that's not a lot of damage, but I just think Varsha would do it.
Yeah, you see this
yeah,
happen too. You see
yeah.
the gust of wind happen. You know
Yeah.
that something is probably, it's either going to affect that or it's going to make it the worst. And yeah, so
Yeah. So that's a reaction, and then basically I have resistance to the triggering damage until the start of the next turn, and the first time I attack on my next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 fire damage. Yeah. So resistance is what, half damage?
resistance is half, and I think you could actually then you can use the elements.
That's right. So
Yeah.
my next attack, they get an extra 1d6
Okay.
fire damage.
Okay. These
Um,
creatures both take 9, right? So this
Yeah.
one just bursts into flames, and starts to reel back into onto its back, and its legs start to crinkle together as it starts to burn because of this. This one
So I take
is
5 damage
also on fire. You take 5 damage.
because it's up. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. And this one takes 5 damage, and the woods that are around you and the brush are also catching fire. So a small forest fire is starting up
Cool.
around here, and yeah, and then there's this one spider is left as it. Wow. Okay. It is your turn, Varsha.
Yeah, I
And I'm
think
gonna-
I.
Draw some fire here, actually.
I will move 20 feet this way. Get next to this guy. And I will attack it
Okay.
with my Spellwind blade attack.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. It's a critical fail.
Oh, wow.
I'm so happy right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It
Welcome to the
fits
finale
though.
of Spellwind.
Yeah, it somehow
it was
fits.
the longest running campaign we ever did.
Mhm.
This didn't even make it to the 6 episodes of a guest run.
I think what happens.
Yep.
I think what happens when you draw the blade and you go to do it again. There's still flame on you. There's still the residual spellwind that's around, and it casts too early, and you actually cast it
okay.
on yourself. So before
Yep.
you move over there, you're going to take your damage
Got it.
critically.
I love that, by the way. So is that roll it again?
Roll it again.
Or, yep.
It's almost like the Spellwinds have
It's so cool.
the wild magic sorcery
yeah.
element to them.
Uh-huh. And they're
Okay.
volatile, like that's why it's illegal.
Yeah.
I
I
you
love
were
it.
over here.
I
right?
hate it, but I love it.
I
Yeah.
also love it. Did that work?
I don't love it.
I love.
I'm glad we finally
I
figured
love
out a
it
lot of-
objectively. I hate it
I hate
subjectively.
it. I hate it when
How
you
about
do it.
that?
Uh-huh. Okay, so you took 18 thunder.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you take 18 thunder as you go to move and just
20. Right?
No,
No?
the bottom
I
numbers.
can't math.
11
I know,
and
11 and 7. I
18.
guess I just didn't.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 18. So yeah, you go to draw your blade and you go to do it again, and of course it happens too early, and you instead feel. And I don't know if you've ever felt this spellwind or your booming blade act against you, but this is the first time you stop in your tracks.
Oh.
And a thunderous Yes.
How long is your absorb elements? Is that till your
It's
next
only for
turn?
fire
Oh, because you chose
because that was the triggering element.
Right.
Although, do I have anything like a spell save DC or anything for this?
This would be as if
I guess
you're
because
attacking.
it's on myself, right?
This would
So
be
I
as
guess
if you're attacking. So I guess if you have,
Yeah.
if they get the save, what did they get the save for in their?
I don't think they don't. It's just the attack, right?
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
you
okay.
move willingly.
Just so I
And-
know how it works. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
you get
love
erupted
that.
with this thunder damage, and it stops you in your tracks, and you
Yeah.
have to take a moment and sort of gather yourself. Wow.
So am I unable to move?
Yeah, it
The
stops
20
your
feet?
turn. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. I think because
Oh God, sucks, but it fits what's going on with her, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so
Dude,
cool.
it's so cool. Like
Yeah.
her magic is just all over the place.
All right, this thing's going to attack you, Smith. It misses as it goes to attack and just whiffs again. It still flames on its back, so it's actually going to take some fire damage here. Smith, it is now your turn. This thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and with 2 fingers again, I'm going to zap this thing.
Okay.
Shocking grasp.
Please don't crit. Please don't crit.
9.
9 does not hit. Please don't crit. No, a crit would have been good. If it was a crit fail, it would have been bad. So with a 9, you reach out to it, and the arcs fractal past it and maybe ground to a nearby tree, but are unable to find purchase on this creature. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Ty, you are up.
The world is spinning.
Mm-hmm. And now some of
Timing.
these trees are on fire.
That was not
Pain.
supposed to happen.
Varsha just electrocuted
And-
herself.
I pull an arrow out and I just drop it. I think I probably see all the flames in my eyes and I stumble backwards, land on my ass, and pass out.
What's going on?
Wow, okay.
I love it. Fuck.
All right. Oh, what the? Okay.
God.
Okay. Jet.
I love playing with RP Tryhard.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. I see Ty fall on the floor.
Yeah.
I think this is my fault. I see the spider. I drop my flasks on the floor, and I pull out from, and I've never used it before, my crossbow, and I'm going to
Yeah, this won't be
Step
so bad, I think.
to the side here,
Can't believe those rolls. Okay.
and I'm going to fire my crossbow at the spider, and it's going to hit it. With the 14,
It does hit it.
please.
Woo!
All
It
right,
does hit it. Sales.
that's 6 points of piercing damage,
Nice. Okay.
and then for my bonus action, I turn to Ty, and I'm going to do another healing word on him as well.
All right.
More of the green powder across the winds towards him
Okay.
for 4 healing.
4. Give me an Arcana with that, just in case.
Okay. 18.
All right. Yep. You get healed for 4. Okay. Varsha, it is your
I'm
turn.
going again.
Okay.
I think that I am probably tears in my eyes, so upset that this is happening, and that I don't seem to have control over this, that I'm just going to blindly charge this creature, and try to hit it again.
Okay. That hits.
26. Yeah.
26
Okay.
hits.
Cool.
Just.
Just
barely.
barely. Okay, so then I've got a shield, so there's no offhand attacks, so that's it. That's it for me.
Okay, could you tell me how you kill this creature in this moment?
Oh, okay.
There is
Then, yeah.
fire whipping around that is just starting up. Excuse me. Your friend, or excuse me, your acquaintance Ty has fallen, and there is 3 smiths around, and just dying bodies, or a dying of these spiders, as well as the wind is just whipping through, dancing the fire from one tree to another.
Yeah, I think again, I'm very upset, tears in my eyes. I run up and it's not graceful. I think I stab my blade right into its eye and I probably cry out in pain and anguish, actually, before my booming blade goes off. And I close my eyes and hope that I do it right this time.
Okay.
And the creature is electrified and then twitching legs just crumples to the ground. Yeah. And then I open my eyes and realize I did it.
Yeah, did it. Your eyes open. Yeah. There's smoke drifting into your nose. And there's also some of the warmth from the sparks and the fires that are started up nearby as well, as you all start to take a moment to rest just for a moment and then realize that the forest in front of you is on fire.
How much of the forest is on fire?
And we stop it.
We will get to that next week. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We are going to call it there. We already went a little bit over. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us as we've done that.
God, that was so good.
I can't believe you all saw the Spellwind at its worst. That was...
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. I was like, I wonder when we're going to... Oh, it's going to be now. Okay. But the opposite works as well. So if you rolled a critical success, you would have these, like, historical... not game breaking, but like scene changing moments with whichever. I would give you the narrative to do whatever you would like with your extreme success. So congratulations on surviving that. That was nuts. We're gonna go around and say who we are, hello, and all that stuff and all that stuff. I can't speak anymore. My brain is going into overdrive post GM mode. We're gonna start it with Brad.
Oh, hi there. I too have no brain power. Tune in tomorrow to Mistlight, where I too have an extremely unbalanced combat with lack of brain power combination for you to watch. Do you like D&D, where the party get really fucked up? Well, tune in to Rime of the Frost Maiden as well on Fridays. Absolutely
well done.
Unbalanced combat, and then on top of that, everyone role plays through combat, so no one ever fucking plays D&D correctly anyway. So it's just impossible to win.
It's wonderful. It's so hard.
Yes. Mistlight tomorrow is the show that I GM, and I'm playing a game tomorrow on my own channel called Unmetal, which has a creator pack where you can type in the names of any of the creators that were involved, and all of the a lot of the NPCs have the have different things that they say based on the creator, and I'm going to play the one that is me. I'm in it, and I'm going to find out what I recorded.
He's the voice
I can't
in the
remember.
game. Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm playing that tomorrow.
That is so cool.
And that's it. Me and Myth are going to cuddle and lay down and not think for at least 1.3 hours.
Yep. Right now, right? After this?
Right now, after this,
All right,
please.
good. Perfect.
Brad's normal sleep schedule, by the way, 1.3 hours.
1.3 hours? God, I wish.
That's on a good day. Yeah. Thank you so much, Brad. Meyer.
Hi, my name is Meyer, and I've been here, and I can't think right now. You can find me at twitch.tv/Meyer or twitter.com/Meyer_test.
You're so good.
It's like we're on drugs this episode. Like this was the gas leak episode.
Yeah.
If we were all in the same room, you'd worry that like we accidentally ingested something.
But yeah, I think Jet's going to be reeling after what happened today.
Yeah.
It's going to There's some questions that have to be answered. I think. personally and otherwise as well. But yeah, that was a really crazy episode. That was awesome. You can find me on twitch.tv/Meyer. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm a variety streamer. I've been doing things like Star Citizen, which is like our main game kind of, and then RP stuff with like Red Dead Redemption RP and that kind of thing. Every other week, I also am on Runaway Robots channel doing D&D. I play a Tabaxi rogue called Dween, and I do like a Khajiit thing. Yeah, anyway, that's me. Thank you for watching, and I had so much fun, and I need to lie down.
Hell yeah.
Join
Thank you
us.
so much, Meyer. Yeah, join our cuddle puddle after.
Cuddle pile.
Yeah.
A cuddle puddle, did you say? Cuddle
Yeah,
pile.
it's a
there we
cuddle
go.
puddle. Yeah.
Thank
you so much,
It's a cuddle
Meyer.
pile that's going to turn into a cuddle pile if I have anything to do. You know what I'm saying?
Keep dressing like that. Whack.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was trying to...
Hi, I'm Wax Steven. Normally, I am the GM or DM of Doom on many different shows. But here I get to be a player. Thank you so much, Myth, for doing this and allowing me to do, the minimum amount of effort possible, which is great.
Whack, minimum amount of effort, Steven.
Can I
Silence,
say one
Brad.
thing, Wax?
No,
about-
shut up.
Can I say
about
one thing?
one thing I liked
Shut
about
your
today's
mouth.
episode was how the only character really that kept his cool the whole time, all the way from the beginning to the end here, was Smith.
Didn't even
really
look at the explosion.
Didn't take
Yeah.
any damage, didn't look at the explosion, didn't fall in the water, and probably was a little rocked at seeing Varsha pass out, but after that,
And
even
when he
the
woke
combat
up.
was just there, solid, didn't take any damage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
For some, like, he was just solid through this, and I love that narratively. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because up to now, he's been kind of struggling a little bit to figure out what's going on, and then everyone else fell apart this episode except for Smith.
Yeah,
He
it's
was
kind of like
pretty fun.
he was sort of unsure about the decision that would be made, but once the decision was made, he was like, okay,
He's
fine.
rock.
I'm
Yeah.
just I'm a
I mean, he's in
bulldog
it
now,
now.
and I'm gonna I'm just gonna.
And now he's just
Back in
walking
the zone.
through fire with the fucking,
Yeah.
like, the Iron Man suit coming.
And he's like, I'm the fucking blacksmith.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As
So it was-
soon
it was-
as
it was interesting for that.
as soon as Smith realized that Varsha, well, what had happened to Varsha, he worked on his armor and changed the configuration. I'll say that for now.
Calibrations.
Ooh, and I don't even
Um,
know what that means. That's sweet.
Yeah. Well, you saw one of the things that happened.
GM of chaos.
Oh, dude.
Where I never look at the
Love
character
it.
sheet and I just go, this is how we play.
But yeah, I do a lot of stuff here on Table Story. Rime of the Frost Maiden on Fridays, and Witchcraft and Wizardry on Tuesdays. We just ended Root this last weekend, which was really,
So
really
good.
fun. So if you missed that, go check it out. It was a lot of fun. And I'm working on an Isekai TTRPG. I'm designing one on my stream right before this show. 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, and yeah, come hang out. Make sure you're following all these people. Follow us on Table Story and come hang out in the Discord as well.
Hmm. Props to me though for giving you that scene by passing out.
Yeah.
I'm out of the show now.
Bet you didn't think it would be me, did you, Cord?
Oh, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? And now everybody in this chat thinks I am an
Shout
asshole.
out to you, PB, for shouting yourself out.
All right, moving on to Mythomatic shout out.
No,
Yep.
no, it's PB's shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Um,
This is what you were saying. Wow. That was good. Thank you.
Thank you. Fuck.
Nope,
This
nothing.
episode was amazing. Yeah, I do stuff, but who cares? This was amazing. I have so much to say though. Hold on.
Of a good
I-
episode.
I am very excited to be playing alongside people who will play their character in combat and not just like shut off and play combat to win. So Brad, when you were stumbling around and you couldn't see and you fumbled with your bow, like that was amazing. And then the choice to willingly pass out because of everything that's happening to you, fucking loved it. Yeah, and I was scared. I didn't really know how to approach that combat because I don't think Varsha knows what's really the extent of what's happened to her. Like, I know, PB knows, but Varsha would do the same kind of things she's been doing the whole time, right? So she'd go in and run and fight and potentially die. So yeah,
that
it was just
so
wild.
horrible, dude.
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
you're used to being able to just like fireball
That's
and
it.
you run forward towards like fucking
Yeah.
giant spiders and you go, ha, and nothing happens. It
Yeah.
would just be absolutely awful.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
I'm so excited for next week for her. But yeah, I just yeah, and also, you know, thanks Cord for the stripping of the paladin levels. I think this is really fun and exciting.
Hell
and
yeah.
yeah, that's it. Oh, Leech this Sunday. I'm in that show, so you can come watch that. That's
Come
it.
check it out. Vampires and stuff. Sunday.
Yep.
4, 5? When? 4?
4 o'clock Eastern.
4.
Yep.
4 Eastern Sunday. Come by,
That's
check
right.
out Vampire Stuff, Leech. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with the Spellwinds today. They affected a lot of things more than I thought they would, which was super cool. I was like, how would phase spiders be here? Maybe, I don't know. I'll just foreshadow with a little bit of Spellwind. Maybe there was a weird thing. And then it affected so much of that combat, and I loved it. So that was super cool. Yeah, and so thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting on the Patreon, both Table Stories Patreon as well as the Spellwind Patreon. And thanks for letting me playtest this wacky, weird setting with all of you and almost killing you, Brad. That was fun.
Oh my God, I would have cried. I would have cried.
I'm not going to make
I was
any more
like-
jokes.
Because anything can happen. But my name is Mythematic or Cord, or you can follow me on twitter.com/Mythematic, or also follow me on my streams where I do cinematic hardcore RP over on, what does that mean? Well, you're going to have to find me on twitch.tv/Mythematic and see what the hell that means. It's pretty cool. And it's nothing but sexy music the entire time. And thanks everybody for just being here, watching, and enjoying Spellwind. We'll see you all tomorrow for Mistlight. I got it right that time.
Yep.
And, tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Spellwind Rewind. So if you liked today's episode and you want to get a director's cut DM's version of it, I'll be talking about all of the meta and what was going through my mind at different points throughout the episode rewatch tomorrow over on my channel. Have a good night, everybody. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Tell great stories, and I'll see you next time.